you guys. What's going on, everybody? It's Saturday night. It's Blastcast. Boy, we got some shit for you guys tonight. It's already getting off the chain behind backstage. Like somebody comes in with a glazed donut for a avatar, and Trish thought it was a penis. So we've all been laughing about that for like the last 4 or 5 minutes. So I just had to put that out there. I was like, God, I wish we were live right now because this is just insane. So we're gonna start out with this awesome advertising. We're going to run through the list of sponsors real quick, and I'm going to keep sharing this out while that sponsorship reel is running. And let's see here. Everybody's saying hi. So let's get started with this awesome video that was put together for a super sweet project. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brink.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fetch.
We're just two witches trying to have fun.
Wow! Hey guys, it's Stefpool. Whoa, look at those big old hooters. No wonder I've got black eyes. I just love being the peanut butter in this sandwich. Get these awesome stickers, and oh look, they're scratch and sniff panty sets. Get on in here, ladies. Oh yeah, that's right, get close. Brink and Fetch just want to have fun? That's a nut and sock, cause you only get one. That's what Stefpool says.
So anyway, you can't see me. So anyway, we're going to bring on the show tonight. So yeah, we got to, like I said, we got to start it off crazy. Jesus Christ, we were talking about Trish thought it was a close-up of a penis, and we were saying, man, oh, here we go. Here it is. Here it is, guys. Trish thought that was a penis. and Ronnie said that hole's so big, somebody could shit through their penis. And then Mike said that if you peed with a hole that big, you might blow one of your testicles out of it. So obviously Trish hasn't seen one in a while, apparently, or something, or...
No, Trish doesn't sleep well, and so it was like, is that supposed to be one of those messed up memes about a fucked up penis? Because you never know who's coming on here. None of us.
Yeah, so now we know what Trish looks up on a regular basis. She looks up fucked up penis, and so Google, now you know who to look for, who continually searches that and keeps the engine fresh for fucked up penis memes. And so we've got Rodney in here tonight. What's up, Sir Ficus?
Hey, I defy any of you to Google search enlarged penis hole and see if it looks anything like that donut.
Just saying. Yeah, we need the people in the audience to do some research for us. But guys, it doesn't get any worse than this. We all know what the blue waffle is, and Kellogg's, you went and fucked it up for everyone. You legitimately manufactured the blue waffle. Yes, this is real, folks. Yes, you can buy these at your store. They come in strawberry, blueberry, and I don't even remember the other fucking flavor because I didn't make it past the blue waffle. So I just was like, who approved this in the PR department? I mean, blue waffles? Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Jack, you're supposed to be my friend and coming to like my rescue.
I don't know what's better, the book or the voiceover for the video. Classic. Thanks, sir.
You thought somebody was your friend on the internet?
Yes, aren't they?
Gee, you're dumb.
I can't get any good audio.
It's not dumb. It's gullible.
You got to use headset, Martin. If you don't use a headset, you get feedback. So go out, hook your headset up, come back in. It'll recognize your headset, and then I'll bring you back on.
Out and in. That sounds normal.
He's got wireless headphones in, Russ.
Oh. You got audio now?
I mean, I've got audio, but it's coming through the phone despite having Bluetooth.
Because the StreamYard, you'll have to exit the stream by closing the browser. StreamYard won't recognize them if you connect them afterwards, depending on what type of Bluetooth headset they are.
I'll be back.
I'll bring you back on.
He's just trying
Make
to
sure you
keep
come
off
back in
already.
as a glazed
Don't listen to
donut so we can see the look on Trish's face.
The fact that Mike's like, you can shit out of that. That it gives new meaning to the word shit cock.
Oh, Jesus. You guys aren't prepared for what we have in store tonight. We got some crazy announcements to go on. We're going to talk about some screwed up stuff. Talk about some projects. We got some people that are showing up late. We still have Stone coming. Grant Lankard should be coming in. Who else are we waiting on?
Heather?
Oh, Bishop's
Heather.
going to be a little late.
Is Heather coming in?
Who's that?
Heather should be here. It said on the.
No, Heather's not coming in. She pulled a typical Tiffaney and she fell up the stairs, not down them. So she's in agony.
That's not good. Hope she's all right.
No, it's not good. So pray for Heather that she gets an escalator put in or something so she doesn't fall up the stairs anymore. All right, is that better?
Why won't you get me an escalator so I don't fall up the stairs anymore?
Because it's funny as fuck when you do it.
An escalator, you'll be falling perpetually down the stairs.
I'd like an escalator too.
Right? Just build everybody an escalator.
Try going in your cam mic settings, Martin, and see if it'll let you select your Bluetooth headsets in there.
Mike,
Did
it'll
that.
be easy to bring comic book boxes.
And then
up
I
and down the
restarted
stairs if you have an escalator.
Google Chrome, and I mean I force shut it off completely and then restarted it.
It's just Trish, take that comic book box up the stairs.
Exactly.
It's not even really an effort for me. Sometimes I gesture.
All right, get the head nod. Honey, you know, that box, that one box. Go find that one box and give me those couple
Well,
comments.
see, if you gesture for her like this, you might think it's a fucked up penis with a big hole. So don't gesture like this, and make sure you gesture with an open
There's
fist.
virtually no gestures I can make without her coming up with some craziness. I don't even
All
know
Mike
what
does
to say.
is when she comes up with that, Mike says, "Give me what you're on. I need."
Well,
some."
no, because to be fair to me,
No,
this is
there
a
is
crazy
no
show.
way to be fair.
This is a crazy show, and I thought he was trying to be a smart butt, and here's a messed up penis head, and here we go. Let's start the conversation with the messed up penis head, hole, whatever.
Well, you started it,
Well,
not
so what
us.
you thought, just so the whole audience knows, this is streaming on Facebook. You thought they put a picture of a penis right there on Facebook to see how long until they banned Russ from Facebook.
Well,
Because they would. Honestly, somebody drops a penis in the frame on Facebook, there's going to be somebody that's going to go, ha, 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 ha.
but we have nip slips. And
Nip
Russell's-
slips do happen. And amazingly, and this is going to be hard for you to believe,
Mhm.
most everybody doesn't mind if two girls kiss,
Mhm.
but if two guys start kissing, people go, oh my God, what the hell? There's a whole lot more focus on a penis on the screen than any sort of nipple you'll ever find.
Russell, go to
Anderson
Dirty
could beat
Minds
you with
and
her
look at the
nipple.
messages.
It's a fucking donut.
Okay, it's a donut, not a penis.
That's what I call a stink eye.
You like it?
Why a glazed donut anyway?
That's technically my last name.
Glazed donut?
Name Glaze, pronounced like the donut, spelled more deliciously.
okay.
So taken
Sorry,
from a
guys.
certain
People are
meme from a
having.
few days ago.
If you can't laugh at a penis joke, what can you laugh at? Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I mean, we did talk about Jizz being on for an hour on the last show, and
It
then
was
the
more
show
than an
before
hour.
that we were talking
was
about
definitely
scratch
more
and
than an
sniff,
hour.
the JJ panty stickers, and then
You-
we spent
you-
another hour talking
getting
about.
them in the next month and a half. So
You told Stone to talk about his project, and he alone talked about Jizz be gone for an hour. So we talked about it way more than an hour.
Oh yeah, we
It
did.
was.
It was
way more
great.
than that.
And then before that, we talked about how if we made weed stickers and then we used skunk spray because, weed and skunk spray smells kind of the same. So, if we use skunk spray, we could get off cheap. And half these people would smoke these stickers. They'd be like, these dummies put this pot on these stickers and I get mega effed up. And like through some unknown twist of fate, we created a new drug, the skunk spray sticker phenomenon. So, and then we'll get banned and shut down. We come up with all kinds of crazy project ideas out here, and it's not for good reason. I mean, we did have the Our Royal Finest butt pillow, which did an insane amount, and we did have some dude selling his canned pee on Kickstarter for $400 a can, who managed to raise $90,000. So, we will have a fucked up announcement here probably in about 20 minutes about what Tiffaney's Kickstarter campaign project is going to be.
Do you know where that black bag is that I picked that you were supposed to bring? Did you bring that black bag in from the car?
Yeah, it's on the love seat, like right over there next to you. That's where it was.
Oh, it is right there.
Okay. Right in front of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like those stairs that you got to walk up. I'm telling
Trish,
you.
I have something to show you.
Uh-oh. She's
I don't
pulling
know
out
if
of
you're
a
going to be
black
able to
bag.
see them.
Show us. Show us. Show us.
Oh, you've
Aw.
already seen them. Shut up.
Did you get panties?
No. Look at these
Nope.
freaking clay pieces that I picked up today. For
Oh,
tumblers.
Can't
Hold it
can't
still.
see him.
Hang on.
they're
hang on.
super.
They're lightning bolts and Harry Potter glasses.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
If Tiffany went and try to hold them so close to the camera, put them in your
that,
hand and
she's
then
like-
hold them
she's-
straight up and down so everybody
Yeah,
can
Yeah,
see
that's
them.
not going to work.
And she's like shaking the bag. She's like, look.
Shut up, Smithers.
Just
Go
hold the
get
bag
over
up
and
again. Just
I'm
hold
gonna
it
go get you
still.
a pair of tweezers.
Now hold it a little
Those are so
closer.
cute.
Little
I'll wait till it's on the big
closer.
screen behind you.
There you go.
There you go, right there. Now hold it. Now see, it's the glasses of the lightning bolt, the yellow lightning bolts. I don't know what the.
Yeah,
I guess the round ball is the golden snitch. What's the red piece?
The red pieces are just the Gryffindor color. They're just like a
Oh.
little red cylinder. They're clay pieces for tumblers. Are
That's going
those
to be adorable.
are those not the cutest thing ever?
Those are going to be way.
I was so excited.
So guys, so
Anyway.
since we've got 8 people in here, we're going to go ahead and an announcement. So we had an hour-long spiel with Stone talking about Jizz Be Gone and how hilarious it was. And so coming at the end of the month from Tiffany Allen's Personalizations with Heart on Kickstarter will be her first ever project for Jizz Be Gone. Yes, it's actually happening. Yes, we are actually doing it. I've been trying to upload this photo, but it's not working. I think the blue waffle broke my phone.
Do you want me to? I have it in my pictures.
Can you
So
hold it? Can
here
you
we
hold it
are
straight?
right here,
Shut
guys.
up, Smithers. Shut up.
I'm going to give me the full screen. So yes, we are going to be creating Jizz Be Gone microfiber after sex cleanup towels. And this is legit. I'm not joking.
Stone's gonna buy
everybody
stock.
does crazy shit, and I think it's fucking hilarious. We're gonna have his and her packs. So you're gonna have a 5 blue and 5 pink, and and the $5,000 stretch goal, if we make it there, is going to be a collapsible clothes basket labeled cum dumpster, or spunk dumpster, something funny. And Tiffany is going to be doing tumblers, but they're not going to be tumblers. They're going to be cumblers because there's going to be sperm and
Hey, wait. Here, I have the
dick
picture.
glitter inside the tumbler. So think of a snow globe tumbler where you turn it upside down.
I
with
can't believe
glitter
I'm
in
gonna
it,
buy
and
this shit.
So here we go, guys. This is the
Hang
glitter
on,
that's
let
going to
me
be in
turn
there.
my-
It's going to have holographic penises.
Hang on, let me turn the brightness up. There we go.
Chloe,
Whoa.
You turn it down, doofus.
No, I turned it up.
We can see it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Fucking casting Harry Potter spells and the shit. So there's the dick glitter and the spermie.
That's so going to be so cute and fun.
So not
Okay, and then
only,
this is what's gonna go in with it to mix in with it.
yeah, we got some blue glitter, and then we're gonna have pink holographic glitter too. So if you're If you're a guy and you want a blue one, or you're a girl and you want a pink one, or you're a guy that wants a pink one and a girl that wants a blue one, whatever. We're not going to give a shit who wants what, but you're going to have the choice between blue and pink. Yes, this is a legitimate deal. We are going to have cumblers. Yes.
Can we make some glazed donuts with those sprinkled on them?
Yes.
These are the tumblers.
Oh my God!
So
it's a penis pump. Magic Mike.
It ain't mine.
Trish,
and a personally signed book, How to Properly Use Your Penis Pump by Austin Powers. It's not mine. So, guys, this is serious. We're going to be launching this at the end of the month. We're going to have microfiber towels. You can get the white ones. We're going to have the spunk bank for the 13-year-old boys, just in case you crank out more than one a day. You can get the awesome 10-pack, and you can get your spunk dumpster to go with it. You just got a nice place to put it in, a collapsible clothes basket. That way, because, nobody wants cum stains on their clothes. So, you don't want to get that. You come out, you get your shirt out, and it's got like a bleach spot on it or something. Or, it even works well, for the instance that something like when there's something about Mary happens and it's hanging from your ear, you can just, use your microfiber towel, just wipe it up. So we thought it'd be a lot of fun. We thought it would be hilarious. Why not? You know what? It's funny. We're going to have a good time with it. People will think it's funny. You can buy it for gag gifts. And, it's not about making money. It's about having fun. Let's just see how ridiculous we can get before Facebook doesn't allow us to do a Kickstarter again.
Well, I've never been put on probation. You've been put on probation how many times? So,
all right, Russ. I'll let you have the name of my buddy up in Iowa. He is banned from Facebook more than he's allowed on it. So, he can teach you the ways if you really want to know. He hasn't, since the first ban, been on Facebook for more than 48 hours at a time.
Well, I'm not worried about Facebook. I'm just saying Kickstarter.
He is
That's why
the
Tiffany's
master of
Kickstarting.
Facebook jail, just so you know.
So, Tiffany, you have to behave.
well, I am the more behaved one out of the two of us. So,
I don't see that at all.
Thanks, Smithers.
Shit.
She's quiet on here, but I bet you she's worse than Russell in real life.
Yeah, when you turn those cameras off, she's a she-devil.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Am I, Trish? You've met me. Am I?
No. She's actually really the quiet and laid back one. Me and Russell were the big mouse in our hotel room.
Agreed.
We're giving away all of our secrets here.
Yeah, the four of us hooked up at a hotel room,
Hey, now, let's hear about that. Boy, is that where the Disney came from?
I was going to say they had to test it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take a black light in that hotel room. You won't need lights. Fucking place closed. Oh, here we go. The Russians are back.
Sweet.
Russia Matushka!
Wow, we haven't even been on a half an hour and they're already hitting you up.
Oh yeah, man, they're super excited. That's their support they're showing. They're gonna buy us out of Jizbegon towels.
No, that means Stone's showing up in 5 minutes because they like to follow him.
No,
I don't know where he is. He's supposed to be in.
Stone was on earlier. He went to his sister's house for dinner, and then he's going to come on when he gets back.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. And we're missing Bishop still, and we're missing a lot of people. Heather, like we said earlier, she fell up the stairs, so hopefully she's doing all right. At least she didn't fall up the stairs with the cat. That legitimately happened to me one time. The cat got in the basement when I was a kid, and because my room was in the basement. And thanks for throwing those links in there, Michael. Sorry, I was looking through those.
On Facebook
and I was carrying the cat up the stairs, and I tripped, and her rear claw caught me all the way across my neck right here and lanced my neck open, and blood just started pouring out.
Damn, assassin kitty. That's some deadly pussy.
Thanks, Megan. She said she gets wild. Don't let her lie. Oh, I'm telling you. And then Jack's ready for the story time for the Love Hotel. Well, you see, what we did was we took one of those round chairs that rotates, and let's just say we took the pole out of it and drilled a hole in it, and we put it in our lap, and then we watched them sit on it and rotate. They had tassels and shit on, so it was the coolest shit you ever seen. Like, we should create an Olympic sport out of it. I mean, it got a 9, 9.8, 9.9s, and I think even a 10. I mean, Trish is really swinging that hair around.
I know I went on drugs, but was I on that many drugs during this?
You started the chaos.
I only wanted Russell to do my excellence when they came over.
You could have just, let it be normal, but no, you made it weird.
But nobody else could hit my spots like he did. He did.
Oh my God! Russ, you can hit her spot.
And I couldn't do it for a long time.
Bow, chicken, bow, wow, bow,
Oh my
wow.
god!
Wow, Trish.
Hey, what can I say? She was dressed as a nutcracker when I walked in, so I just wanted her to bust his balls. I mean,
well, because it was right near Christmas, so yeah, of course I had to wear my nutcracker outfit. And then Mike had his Christmas outfit on. It was
what a nut?
Movie?
There's only one fucking Christmas movie in the universe.
Die Hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike had his Die Hard shirt on.
I don't think we could do the show anymore. I think it already hit its peak and we're done for the rest of the night.
let's just say I came downstairs early to make sure that I swapped chairs out. So in case anybody missed the show last night, I almost died because the back of my chair broke and I almost went backwards out of my chair upside down, which would have been horrific because I didn't have pants on. So you would have seen like...
You'd have been banned for life.
And I had Martha on here, and I don't think Martha knew what...
like. That's what the donut would look like.
Yeah. Ah.
You know why?
Hey, the donut's back. He looks like a crazed freaking band member.
Clear and easygoing sign.
It isn't much better, but it's something.
Versus Batman. Mm-hmm. So he had a guest on there, and he thought about flipping backwards and screaming, Martha!
That's true.
Because then he could be in good company. Clark, Bruce, and Russell.
So let's at least do something productive for about 5 minutes before we go off onto some other crazy
You
tangent.
did. You showed that video there at the beginning of it.
That's all we need to know. Is that
From there, it's all downhill.
He's like, I know where this is going. No, I don't want to talk about the book. Trish, you're on deck.
It's an amazing book. Go back us. We love you all. We worked hard on it.
What are you guys at right now?
We
haven't checked it today, but every day we get like at least a backer on the digital level. So I mean, there has not. Everybody talks about, there's this low part. I mean, we're getting at least $5-10 a day. So I mean, Mike just checked it. We're at 3,200.
You can't name names when I check it.
Okay, we're at 3,271, but I can't say names.
How many backers you guys have?
Backer for today.
129.
Woo-hoo.
It's like 121.
Okay.
So the backer count's different than the actual backers. It's about the same thing.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we're slowly going up every day. So we're happy where we're at, and I mean, usually they say the last week you get your big stride too. You know what I mean? So
we're okay where we're at.
Yes, we always want more.
But yeah, I mean, literally, you can just have people throwing thousands of dollars at the campaign, and I'll still be okay with it.
Yes.
You don't have to be happy with where we're at. Rodney taught us anything. Thousands and thousands of dollars can be thrown at the campaign, and you'll be okay.
Yes.
It is supposed to be productive. That's what the Jizby Gone towels are for. So, guys, this is going to be my official slogan for Jizby Gone towels. When you do the deed and you have a glimmer, it's perfect for your little swimmers.
Oh, Jesus. So now, and Mike talked to the our printer this week to confirm everything, and everything's fine, and we can go watch them be produced off the line and pick them up right there at the store and everything. So, and we're going to take video of that, so it'll be coming to you guys as soon as we go pick it up.
And don't forget too, we'll also have the towel of shame that I created a slogan for. We do have the towel of shame. It's when you beat her to the punch, guess what you're having for lunch?
Oh my god.
And yes, there'll be a brown towel too for those backdoor people out there. In case you don't want to switch up your towels, because that's how you get pink eye. You'll have the brown one, so there's no mistaking which towel is which.
What about for those who earn their red wings?
Oh yeah.
They'll have to be a red towel.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Fucking hell.
But Rodney, just so you understand,
Rodney.
Hey,
just so you understand,
there's
there's also going to have to be.
Rodney's fetish is all coming out in the show.
There's also going to have.
Hey,
to
listen,
be a white
listen.
towel
My
for in
vinyl is
case
gone,
there's a
y'all.
yeast
Oh, there it
infection
is.
involved. I mean, if we want to go full on sickness,
No offense, Tiffany. Sometimes you got to have that salty taste, and it's not bad if you need that salty rush.
Yeah, the fact that I did come up with that yesterday. So Jackie is part of the Dirty Minds group, where that is where all my Kickstarter ideas come to life. That's how Stefpool Circle Destruction came to life. It started out as a joke on the show, and then I was like, guys, I'm seriously think I might make this game because this could be a lot of fun. And then here we are. It's funded. I'm working on it now. We're getting ready to get everything finalized and send off to print. Yes, things are running a little behind on it, but we're still cranking out on it. All right, that wasn't the right word to say after talking about Jizz Be Gone. But anyway, so yeah, now Rodney, that's a whole different towel. See, the Jizz Be Gone towels are the medium-sized microfiber towels. That's going to be the beach towel size towel, because man, if you're going to earn your Red Wings, you're going to need to take a bath after that. So you're just going to need that big shower towel. Wrap yourself in.
Tiffany's so disgusted.
Some wet wipes. And...
Don't even know what to say.
You would think living with Russell, you wouldn't be disgusted easy.
Hey, you know what? I can make it 10 times worse. So that we can try to get sponsored by the American Red Cross, where the towel can tell you what blood type you are.
That's fucking crazy.
Next time you donate, you're type A negative. Thanks for using.
What is
Red
everyone
Wing Be Gone.
doing? Off that subject, on to something different.
Rodney, how are you doing?
Exactly. Rodney, do not be mean.
I seen you drew a really cool Star Wars character this week.
I think I succeeded.
Yeah,
my God.
Your cover the other day you posted, like last week, was it?
Which one?
The Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett character.
Cad Bane or Black Chrysanthemum?
The second one, Black Chrysanthemum.
Black Chrysanthemum.
That was awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. It took way too long to finish, but it was worth the wait. I was looking at it the other day. It was like sitting on the other end of the studio, and I kind of glanced over and saw it, and I thought it was a picture. And I'm not just trying to, brag or anything, but I was like,
all right, can you guys hear me okay at least?
What?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well,
where's the
sorry,
donut?
my camera's still not working. Well, I figured this is close enough to my face I can get on the screen besides the glaze.
But we want to refer to it as a penis every once in a while.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. I need to put on
I
my
know you'd like to have me smiling like a donut, but I don't swing that way.
So, how's Roadkill Rampage 2 coming along?
Roadkill Rampage 2 is books.
Yeah, he's already got Roadkill Rampage 3 script done. And you've been working on 4.
4's done.
Are you done with 4 now, too?
Yeah. Well, I'm not technically done with 4. Producer B says I'm Rodney done with it, so that means it's
far from being done.
It's done. It just needs to be edited and reworked and all that. So
that's where we are on number 2. Chuck has number 2 already for our book too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we're knocking it out too because I want to definitely.
Does this number 2? Does it look like the glazed donut that you get, the penis that you can shit from?
We added a special pinup of the glazed donut.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I missed
special
all this
donut.
good stuff. That sounds like something I need to get a badge for now.
That's right.
So let's gross Tiffany out again and go back.
No,
so I just gotta ask.
Oh really?
I just gotta ask. So can we call the Red Wing tier? Can we call it the strawberry filling?
Okay, listen. I'm putting this in my name. Ain't none of y'all
Is this
doing
a
that
period,
nasty
Jeff?
shit. Sorry. I'm putting my foot down. Not happening.
Well, I don't mean to be a buzzkill.
Jack said Rodney
this
Kinks are
day,
coming
but,
out. Is it what you think that Smithers is? There's a reason why he's called the ficus. He plants his roots in you.
You're going to probably have to embrace the crazy if you want this campaign to work. I mean, it's not going to be a church run, that's for sure.
Right?
It never is with
the
Russell.
Catholic Church will not support the Jizz Be Gone towel set.
You can call it Strawberry Fields
forever.
forever.
Catholic priest and the little altar boys.
No, I do know. They might use it, but they will never openly embrace it.
Well, wearing a t-shirt with that slogan is walking the door.
Anything, but they're not going to open.
Oh man, we're gonna do T-shirts, hoodies. Figure out how to do hats. We're gonna come up with a new sticker. I mean, nothing will ever top this sticker, folks. I mean, this is the jam right here. This is what everybody's gonna be getting as a window clean for Stefpool Circle of Destruction. Oh yeah, but all right, there we go.
I was pretty fun.
And but we're gonna have some fun shit for this. So I mean, seriously, at the end of the month, we are for sure launching this project. There's gonna be like the prank joke one where you can get like a 2-pack. You just want to give, as a wedding gift or something. Here's for clean up on the honeymoon. We're gonna have the 5-pack. We're gonna have the 10-packs. We're gonna have the his and hers. We're gonna have the brown ones. The backdoor buddy.
I've got a great idea for you to add to that.
Are we gonna have a yellow one for those golden shower moments?
Oh my God, come on.
Oh, the wet works. That's what we're going to call it. The wet works. Do you enjoy golden showers? Do you need something to clean up with afterwards before you get in the shower? Again, get the wet works.
See, no, Tiffany, you just
right.
need one that is like taste the rainbow, and
that should just be like a tart.
The brown, the yellow, any of it. It's like taste the rainbow, so it could be an all-encompassing, towel.
That's got to be a major
That
reference
is
there.
not hygienic. You are supposed to keep the various fluids away from each other.
But
that's what
the Catholics actually
don't cross the
really got to make reversible bed for the Catholic priest.
But Russell
Where it says
has,
"Just be gone."
this expensive tier, and we're like in the trailer park, and we can only afford one towel, so it's like taste all that of the trailer park.
No. We can skip
No,
the
see the
project.
no. See the trailer park version.
Rainbow something. No.
So listen, the cheap trailer park version. Listen, all you're gonna get is a box full of fucking KFC moist towelettes. I mean, we're going super fucking cheap. These are disposable.
Why didn't you?
I mean, it's finger licking good. Come on.
Oh, wait. Who's moistening
It's
those
a
towelettes?
secret blend of herbs and
I'll
spices.
be right back on that note.
Taco Bell doesn't have a disposable wet nap. That's just a napkin.
Oh my God, Tiffany just left the stream. We did it. Goal achieved. We grossed her out.
Back in a moment.
Let's just say that.
So see, if you get the package that has all the colors in it, you should call it your rainbow pack.
Your rainbow pack. Nice one for urine.
Yeah,
The red
the
one,
rainbow pack could be
pink
all
one,
the towels. That'd be fair.
The yellow one,
gotta
the
be
brown
separate
one.
towels.
Mike's putting his
I
foot
love
down.
it that
Trish.
we've been
Separate
live for
towels.
35 minutes and we've actually spent a half an hour of the show talking about Jizz Be Gone again. It's carried over from 2 weeks ago.
We tried to talk
But that's how awesome it is. Everybody loves it. Everybody thinks it's fucking hilarious. And even if people aren't going to use them for that, they're still going to buy them. Just imagine that you're inviting your grandma over and you forgot to change out your hand towel and you got your Jizz Be Gone hand towels hanging up.
Hey, they
Hey,
make
oh
perfect
yeah, we got
Christmas
to add
gifts.
in for the grandparents. We got to add in the olive drab color one. Match it like it did in the '70s when they had the old everything was like olive drab colored.
Well, yeah, you should have the '70s pack and the '80s pack with the teal green and the sunrise
That little
orange.
flower furniture design.
Yeah, the shoulder pads. On the blazers. Your Crockett clip-ons. It'd be awesome.
Who's beating their kid?
Oh man,
I'm not beating Mike. I learned that. Don't beat Mike while you guys are all here watching. Wait till the video goes off and then I can
One
beat it.
kid.
She must beat Mike in the penis if that's what that glazed donut looks like. No wonder the hole's so big. She fucking fist it.
It's not the Hillary donut.
I'll show you a sound. Ugh! Ugh!
All right. So on a similar note,
Similar.
since we're being friendly here, years ago, for whatever reason, somehow we came up with cockfuck being something that got said for a while. And after a while, my buddy's high school girlfriend's like, what the fuck does cockfuck mean? And so we thought about it for a little while, and then we told her what it is you take those little swizzle straws and you jam it in the penis.
Sounding.
And she said, you can do that? And I'm like, oh, fuck. What if she tries that on my buddy? That's what cockfuck.
Imagine that story. You're all hanging out. You come over to play video games. You order fucking Domino's pizza, or you're going to play a card game. You order Domino's pizza, and you're sitting around waiting for it to show up, and your buddy's just like, oh my God, you're never going to believe what my girlfriend tried to do to me last night.
I got a magic trick with a piece of pepperoni. Oh, is that where they're using Slim Jims nowadays?
Oh my God, that'd be spicy.
Why do you think he's always saying, oh yeah?
That's why Mike never looks at the camera.
Yeah, Trish just whispered to me I can't look at the camera no more.
The audio's giving you plenty of visuals, let alone.
move your head in a circle.
So Ronnie, you've been kicking ass on the Thursday night throwdown, Friday night draw. The last two pieces you put up, the piece you did last night and the piece you did on Thursday, are phenomenal.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's it's Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars, so it's trying to come out strong in 22 and do some newer stuff that kicks ass.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
But thank you.
So you guys just funded Roadkill Rampage 2 and Pitter Patter. And what is the next project that we can expect to see from Sir Ficus?
Well, there's this little thing called Cat and Piggy Girl.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
I'm working on with some dude named Love Muscle. Was that his name?
Yeah, Love Muscle.
Oh, that's right. Russell the Love Muscle.
Nobody cares about that project. Just talk about you. No.
We're starting out here really, really soon. We got the edited script from Chuck the other day. Is that the final edited script, Mr. Russell?
Yes, he sends it over to me, and I made some final edits on it. I did change some stuff around. I sent it back over to him, and he ran over it, and he approved it, and so he said, let's go with it. So he said it's ready for lettering, too. So once Sir Ficus is done illustrating, we'll be sending it over to Jason Meadows for lettering, and then we'll be ready to go to print with it. So I'm super excited about this. I did send out emails this week. So, excuse me. So I sent out emails this week to Comics Wellspring and a couple other comic distributors, and told them, hey, this is a charity project. I work really closely with CB4K, and I'm looking to try to get more bang for my buck. I have the rear cover accessible for ads and stuff like that. So, what kind of thing is there something we could work out so I can get more bang for my buck and get more of these issues in the hands of kids and hospitals and cancer centers nationwide. So I am still waiting back for replies to those. Hold on, Trish, hold that thought. So I'm still waiting for replies back to those emails. But guys, we're in the final stages of this. The story's been written. We've been putting it out there. Rodney is going to be doing the illustrations on it. So we're looking at probably April, mid-April, something like that, depending on if stuff, we're given time for stuff pops up with Rodney. And of course, this isn't a paid gig. Thankfully, Rodney and Steph and Jason Meadows and Chuck and we've all donated our time to do this because kids are important to us. They're I can't even think of the word that I'm looking for. I said it earlier and my brain's gone tonight, but they're our legacy. We're leaving behind, and I want them to continue CB4K on. These kids that get hope, they get the inspiration from CB4K. They're going to be the ones that are going to be able to continue on this charity once Mark's gone, once I'm gone. We need to leave a path for these kids to follow to say, hey, because nobody can understand what this is and what this means more than a child who's received something from this charity. And so hopefully one of them will pick up the torch and carry it and keep this charity going on for years to come. So we're super excited about this. I did finally tell Mark 2 weeks ago, and he was like, you're always doing way too much. He's like, you need to do more for yourself. And I'm like, no, and I know he means the best by it. I know he's not being ignorant. He just knows that I work way too hard trying to, make stuff for this work. But I do care. I do care about the kids, seeing everything that Roger goes through and everything. It means a lot to me. And the fact that other people have done the same thing for our son, I want to give back tenfold and be able to help many other kids out there. And so he's like, I love the idea. And I told him the idea about setting up the page. There you go, guys. Here is some of the, there's the character makeup for issue 1.
That's the size scale. So there's
size scale.
There's mom, dad, little boy, little girl, bully, extra kid 1, extra kid 2.
Hey, can I make some edits to the mom?
Shut up.
Can we get Steph's circle template?
No.
Remember,
I will say the kids are so excited for this.
It's for the children, so I kept mother kid safe.
Yes,
I know. I was just being. Listen, it's Blastcast, and I do want to say this. So I understand that I do this stuff for the charity and everything like that. So this is our adult show, and I know I've had people get pissed off at me because we talk about the stuff on here and they're like, oh my God, you're part of a charity. I'm like, look, I am who I am. I do great things for the charity and stuff like that. So if you get pissed off that we joke around and we talk about Jizz Be Gone and stuff on here, then oh well, I don't really care because I'm here to have fun. We harbor a safe place here. When you come on my show, we talk about whatever. I mean, everybody knows that when people, get on here that I'm going to put the comments and stuff up. I just want to say that real quick. I'm not trying to be ignorant or anything, but there's just because that we joke around, we have fun. We're adults. We can do that. This isn't a children's show, but I do also support a children's charity, and it means the world to me. So all jokes aside, guys, please get excited about this book. I'm going to be selling 100 copies to be able to raise these books and be able to get them printed to send to Mark to send out to these hospitals because it matters to me. And the story's beautiful. Smithers has read it. Of course, Rodney's read it because he's illustrating it. Guys, this story's beautiful. I love it.
I read it.
What?
Rodney's like, I didn't read it. I'm just drawing.
Rodney's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
I read it like 5
I didn't send it to you, did I, Trish? Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I told you I loved it. It was really a cool story. I don't want to give nothing away, but it was really reminiscent.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So. But
oh my God, though, I love this. He's like
Dustin. That was why I was raising my hand. I didn't know if Dustin wanted to come join us and talk about his stuff because it sounds like he has a bunch of stuff going on, and I didn't know if he wanted to join us. So that's why I was like kind of raising my hand.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Hey, buddy, what's going on? I didn't know what Dustin we were talking about. Apparently, Stone, they're hot on this trail. Sorry, guys, Stone isn't here yet. You can join him at Journey of the Shadows here pretty soon. Oh, Grant Lankard's here. He must have woke up from his kidnap. What's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, how's it going?
How are you feeling, man? It's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you were doing well. For those of you that don't know, this guy here does Memoirs of the Morbid and Beowulf. The end of his last campaign, he just couldn't handle the stress of his wife anymore because she's just so hard on him all the times, and he just dropped. He had a heart attack.
Is that crazy or what?
I know. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Doesn't it seem like everybody, like in the indie comic world, is having health problems lately? I don't know.
I think it's just everybody in general.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just because all of us in the comic world, we love these things called snack foods. I mean, Tiffany doesn't put out anymore, so I went and bought me some hose. But not just one hose, there's some ho-hos. So I got double the hose in here. I got more bang for my buck. I mean, these hoses were only $3.65, and they're already cream filled.
No work for you,
Russell. When you guys come visit us, I will take you to their whole warehouse down the road from us, and they have a warehouse.
Are you sure you could survive?
I thought you guys loved me.
Oh, Lil Debbie. Sorry, Lil Debbie. Same difference.
I thought you guys loved me.
But
why?
You're supposed to let not.
If you take me to the warehouse, I'm gonna eat so many fucking ho-hos. I will die before I even walk out of there from like sugar and cholesterol. I will not just have a fucking stroke. I'll explode. I'll be splattered everywhere. And you're going to be eating like a whole warehouse full of Jizby towels to clean that shit up.
But when they're 50 cents a box for like the
Rust to make a whole pair of pants that will just be gone.
He'll be like Winnie the Pooh. You won't be able to get out once he gets in and starts eating.
You know what? We used to have a Hostess, one of those little discount things in St. Clair, and it was so awesome. You go in there and you get those pies. I mean, I know they make them again, but I'm gonna tell you guys, like the stuff that they make now isn't as good as it used to be. Especially those little half moon pies. Oh my god, I would love it because it was right in front of the high school. So literally, when I would walk to school, I'd stop by there and buy me like 6 or 7 cherry pies, a couple of apple. Because those pies were the shit. The glaze on the crust. Oh my god, it was so awesome. And then, like, when Hostess went out of business and they closed, it was like the saddest thing ever. But I didn't know Little Debbie had one. I could straight up get me some Nutty Bars, man.
Oh, yeah. That's what Mike got, the peanut butter cookie that has the cream filling in it. And he got, like, the double stuff of that. And it was, like, $1.50 a box for those. And he got, like, 12 of them. And they were, like, they're triple stacked. And the same with the oatmeal cream pies for $1.50. You get 12 of them, stacked 3 high, cream filling, and all of it.
Oh my god, guys! I just had one of those the other day. I stopped at a gas station. They had the triple decker oatmeal cream pies, and I was like, "Oh man!" I'm like, "I hope these have more cream filling than the singles." And oh my god, are they loaded? I'm like, "Yes, that's what."
And you didn't bring me one?
Fuck no.
See, you come visit me,
Did
and
you
I'll
not
buy
just
you
hear
a
like the
case
previous
of them.
statement? I had to go buy a hose because you don't put out. I mean, come on.
I would
Hey, oh shit, guys! I gotta go. I just got an offer. This is like the first time in 2 months.
Yes, Trish.
Oh god damn it!
I'll come visit you.
Okay.
Oh, you'll come visit me? Sweet. All right, guys.
No,
I don't have
not
to do
you.
anything. She's coming down to me.
I don't think so.
No, she wants my cream filling. You ain't giving her no cream filling, so she's gonna.
Oh, you better fight Nita over that. Nita's gonna whoop your ass. She will come at you like a spider monkey. She don't mess around. Nita's got dibs on that.
You know what?
Grant,
I'll be nice
sorry.
because I know she's in a bad place, but otherwise, those fighting words.
No, we're not.
Right, we're not going there. I'm being nice, but then
But that's going there.
So Grant, I'm sorry. Welcome to the show where everything derails. We end up talking about nothing but useless shit, and we have fun, which is what it's all about. But anyway, again, welcome. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad to see you up and moving around. I know you've been kind of quiet for a while, and I understand.
How about you?
But how's things going?
How are things going with me? They're going pretty good. I'm feeling better. How are you feeling?
I don't know, not good, but I'm here, man.
Is there any word on like your surgery?
No, so To derail on that for a bit, I'm doing good. Like mentally, I'm ready to kick some ass and take some names. Physically, my body's dragging behind me. I've been having really bad pain and stuff again, and I go next month to find out what stage of liver failure I'm in now. And then I also go. So Wednesday, I'm having another epidural injection. Thursday, I'm going back to the neurologist. So no word on the surgery yet. Basically, I was told I'm too young. It's not bad enough yet to do anything about. So just suffer through it because there's nothing else that they can do. So basically, they got me meted out to the max. Now, see if I could smoke weed because people didn't bastardize it and call it the devil's lettuce, and the government wasn't such in the panties in the bind because weed could replace every medication that I'm on, and I could function like a normal person and be a productive part of society and be happy and not be in pain anymore. I would be doing much better, but unfortunately, since it's federally regulated and so is my job, I can't do that. I was taking CBD supplements for in 2020, and then everybody was getting busted for it. And
Yeah,
I'm
CBD
like,
works.
What's that?
CBD is pretty good, isn't it? Does it work?
CBD oil worked really well. I bought the Pinnacle Gold, it was a 1,500 milligram vial. I put it in my coffee every morning, and I had a significant. Who the fuck let this asshat clown in my fucking show?
Hey, that's my buddy.
Yeah, just so the record.
Get the fuck out of here. I love it as soon as he starts to say something, but no. So I was taking CBD supplements, and supposedly there's 0.0002% THC in it because they can't fully get it all out.
Right.
Then, well, I was taking it, and then somebody I know was taking something similar to it that had a low amount in it, and it caused a false positive, and they lost their job. So I quit taking it, and I'm just like, well, whatever. And then they kept putting me on more and more medications. And I'm like, I wish I could still do that, or just like go get my medical card and function. But like, look, everybody, you could take Percocet and you can take Vicodin and you go drive and operate heavy machinery. But god damn it, if you smoke a fucking joint and you sit at a stop sign and wait for it to turn green. I mean.
Listen, I know people who have. I'm in Alberta. I don't know if you guys know this. Like weed is pretty big out here, very very big out here. So this is what I've noticed with people that drive on weed. They just go slow. They think they're going fast, but they're just going slow. They go like instead of 65 miles an hour, it might be more like 35. But they think they're going fast, right? So that it's not like. Percocet scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie, it just does, right? Some of the things I've seen it do to some people. But weed, it's like just go on the slow lane. You think you're going fast, you're not. Don't delude yourself. Like just realize that just go in the slow lane. No one's gonna care, right? So
listen, all those people aren't on the fucking road. They're in the drive-thru at McDonald's waiting to fucking get food. I mean, come on. Who doesn't go to McDonald's and get a spicy chicken sandwich when you're stoned? I mean, let's get real
somehow, here. Ross. You gotta get here somehow. That's the slow lane. Just go in the slow lane. You're good.
I need to do the mom thing real quick. Smithers, why the hell did you shave Buddy in the dead of winter and you live up where it's freaking cold? You should have left some hair on that poor dog.
I didn't cut his hair.
Well, see, here's the easy answer, Smithers. I got this. He was starting to look like that glazed donut, so he had to fucking get rid of it. Because then maybe you'd think his dog was the penis.
Either that or something very inviting.
Yeah, he got some glazed donut in his fur, and he didn't have no Jizz Be Gone towel, so he had to shave him.
Yeah. That's what happened. See, so Smithers, he lost the picture of the ficus, and so Buddy was around, so he just wiped it on him instead. And then he was like, "Fuck, it won't clean out in the shower," so he just clipped his fur. So Smithers is gonna be the #1 backer. He's gonna get the 100-pack. Oh man. So, and wait, guys, there was another tier that we're going to add, and this is just, like, legitimately the funniest fucking one. I totally forgot to mention it. Thank you, Rodney, for helping me remember. So for all those people that are incontinent, we also have, for the spontaneous ejaculators, we have the Spunkies. Yes, they're just like Huggies. They're adult microfiber jizz absorption technology. So when you walk around and you're just like, you can just keep going.
Is it laced with Viagra?
Is it laced with Viagra? No, this is not a tent.
There's no drugs in the jizz-proof stuff. You might do drugs to get to the jizz-proof stuff, but whatever. So,
Buddy!
Hi, buddy.
That's my buddy! Buddy. He can't hear me, but that's okay. Smithers can.
Hi, buddy.
Look.
He's like, who are all those people on the TV?
Hi, buddy.
Cute dog.
Let's see. So Jack says, I live in California, and most of the people smoke weed and still function and operate heavy machinery. Well, hey, so you know what? Same thing in Colorado. Hopefully we'll be moving more towards the. Someone I was talking to the massage therapist today. I was like, it's bullshit. I could spend $600 a month on over-the-counter prescriptions and everything, but I could spend $200 a month on weed and still operate the same. But I would actually get pain relief out of what I'm taking, and I wouldn't be hooked on it. And she's like, well, hopefully we're moving towards the age where things are going to change, and we are slowly. Missouri did pass the legalization of medical marijuana, and so did Illinois. So pretty soon, hopefully, we will get to the point that the federal government will eventually accept it, because it makes you more cautious.
I got a question because I don't know what exactly. And this is the question: can you do like the not the one to smoke, but actually like just the oil? Can you guys do that even at all?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So this was the pinnacle. It was the jar of CBD oil because it contains point.
That shit works. Like it's actually very. I know people who swear by it for pain on all kinds of levels. There are
Well, yeah, and see, that's what I was using. It was the Pinnacle Gold.
Yeah.
It was the 1,500 milligram CBD oil, but because it contains 0.002% over long-term use, it does build up in your system enough that you will pop a false negative. And like I said, that's what happened to my buddy. He wasn't using Pinnacle. He was using another brand of the CBD oil. But I tell you what, the stuff that I found that works the best, and it's because Rodney put the pin in it for me.
I hooked the brother up.
You are the professor for several different reasons, Mr. Rodney.
Yes, this is the magic elixir ointment.
So I'm going to tell anybody, everybody's been telling me this for a long time, and we don't have a lot of money, so I didn't really want to drop a ton of money on this kind of thing. But Rodney and I were talking on the way back from the neurologist, and he's like, dude, I use this stuff and it works great. So I went ahead and got me some CBD salve, and I'm going to tell you, this shit, guys, I'm not going to show the brand. I don't want to get in trouble for showing the brand, but this is made locally. The CBD salve, there's no THC in here, and everybody swears by it, so I got this, and on the way home, I had Tiffaney rub some on my neck, because my neck's been bothering me really bad, which is why I'm going back for another set of injections. And she rubbed it on my neck. It was like within like 10 seconds, the pain was gone. I'm like, man, either I'm crazy and it's wishful thinking, or this stuff really works.
Mm-hmm.
And so she thought I was nuts. So when we got back home, her back was hurting, and I was like, here, let me put some on your back. And she had this like shit-eating smirk on her face, and I was like, what? And she's like, oh my God, it actually does work right away. And I was like, doesn't it? So today when I went to the massage place, I went ahead and picked up another jar of it, because this stuff is amazing. We bought the Walgreens knockoff, and it doesn't work worth the shit.
Never.
I only had really one question about that, by the way. Please tell me you've actually asked that massage therapist about the Jizbican as an option for a studio.
Right?
Hey, listen, this place is awesome. You go in there, they don't have paper towels. They have like daily laundered, like they have these nice, pretty rolled up, like washcloth hand towel things to dry your hands on, and they have a little bin next to it. And I was literally thinking that today when I went to the bathroom and I pulled one of those nice green towels out of there. I was like, man, that would be hilarious if this said Jizby going, you know. But then, you know, the guests would get out of hand. They'd be like, oh, hey, you know, you guys got these towels. Do you guys do the rub tug teabag happy ending here? Or, you know, how does this place work?
Well, I mean, wouldn't you want it in hand, not out of hand?
Well, you those places exist in other parts of town. You just have to find out which part of town they're in.
Yep.
And you be their laundry supplier.
I'm not offering.
Yeah, I forgot the name of Josh's. I know he has one like on the corner. It's like 2 hands and I'm skiing or something. He does the 2-for-1 special.
Only on Sundays. I mean,
Right here.
Only on Sundays. So hey, that's tomorrow, folks. So hit up Josh. He's got the
That's
2-for-1
right.
special tomorrow. Only on
We
Sundays.
did
So
the
message him.
2-for-1 special with Josh last night. That's
Yeah,
where we were
we
at.
did.
We did the 2-for-1 with Josh last night.
Wait a minute. So you're cheating on us? I mean, we had the 4-way and everything up there in the hotel room, and then now you're going to Josh and getting the 2-for-1 special.
I have a confession. I'm a 4. I get it.
Yeah, is that what the green screen behind you is for? Is that for when you get on your OnlyFans?
It creates elaborate fantasies for my. Anyways, no. Actually, you want the actual truth? The actual truth is the green screen is actually. I do an immigration show for a company up here, so I use the green screen very often for that. I've also been dabbling in video commercials and things like that as well. So the green screen actually is quite useful for my freelancing gigs because I just do
For your OnlyFans.
That too.
Hey, Russ, you would have loved it because we were on Josh's show and we were on there 3 hours and
Almost,
2.5 of it was my hatred of Brock Lesnar.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. We had this serious discussion to start with, and we just gravitated into wrestling. And her Brock Lesnar hate was through the roof. Mike and me had to explain the logic of why certain things had to go because she might hate him, but there are reasons, right? And it's just she's like, see, look on her face.
Logic does not dictate my anger and my hatred of that man. So
That's right. And it's okay. You got anger and you got hatred of that man. That's all right.
him and X-Pac, they're all the same.
Yeah. Yeah,
So Grant, what do you got working on right now?
Beowulf number 3 is coming out on Tuesday.
Nice.
Tuesday, really? That soon?
Yep, it's going up on Kickstarter.
Do you have a pre-link for that yet?
Yeah, you want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah, put it in the private chat and I'll shoot it out there.
I
Here.
need to start reading.
Oh, look at that. What is that?
Ooh.
Xenonite
Titan.
That looks like a dumb book.
Xenonanite.
Yeah, who the fuck came up with that title? How ridiculous.
I haven't started reading it yet, though. Oh, you want me to put the link for Beowulf?
Yeah, put it in the private chat if you would, please, or just message it to me and I can copy it from my phone and paste it into the chat. It'd be probably easier. Just send it to me. Because if you post it, it'll only post to Facebook. If I post it, it posts to all 3 places that I'm
Rodney's on a thing.
broadcasting.
You okay, Smithers? You look kind of wore out and tired, bud.
I'm fine.
It looks
Okay.
like a tree is growing out of his head.
Mimicking the Happy Donut smile.
Okay, it looks like you've just having too many fun times on the corners lately,
$20.
Well, no, see, so
That'd be
if you didn't
20.
know, Smithers has a new job. He no longer works in his old profession. Now he works for Pantsless Pizza. So Smithers and I and the owners of Pantsless Pizza have been on a conference call for the past 2 days. I've been trying to sell them bulk quantities of Jizby Gone because it's Pantsless Pizza. You don't want somebody just randomly skeeting somewhere and then a customer coming in and slipping on it. So
Well, that's why
we've been hard at it.
We could just put it over while we're working.
Oh my god, that's a great idea! Have one of those fucking aprons that you pull it up and the wiener falls up, and instead of a wiener, it's got like a Jizby Gone sock. It falls out and it's covering it. So people are expecting the wiener to come out. So it's like the kid-friendly version of the apron. I love it. It's a great idea, Smithers.
You pull the apron aside and say, "Don't worry, ma'am. We're protected."
Until
We're
it's with a 3-year-old to the eye.
Yeah. So we've come up with some other stretch goal ideas. We've got the bed protector. That's one of the ones. So in case your woman's a gusher or squirter or whatever, that way.
Or for those yellow showers.
We got the mattress covered. We're working on the car seat cover version. So just in case, you get the night out away from the kids, ever get some time alone and you're in the back seat. I love the look on Trisha's face. Look at that face. Somebody screenshot
I want to
that
know
shit.
what the hell you're doing.
You gotta
Sorry.
be quiet.
I want to know what you're doing in the kids' car seats and how you're fitting in the kids' car seats.
No, he said car seat.
I said the rear car seat, not the kids. I said when like Trish has selective hearing. You see her kids car seat. Listen, when you're out on a date and you don't have the kids and you need the rear car seat so you have that quiet time. You can get as loud and as crazy as you want.
Trish, the thing you sit in a car is called a car seat. Just so you're aware.
Oh
my God!
I thought you meant like a kid's car seat, and I'm like, "What? Are you banging in a kid's car seat? What are you doing? Why do you need it?"
That's Russell's kink. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I love. Whoa, here we go. I'm sideways again, everybody.
Oh my God!
Shit, Russell's gone sideways.
The show has gone sideways, people.
Well, because you're mentioning getting spooch stuff for kids' car seats.
No, you heard that.
Car
That's what
seats.
you
That's
heard.
all
You're adding kids.
Never said kids.
Periodically add kids to adult conversation.
This is why Mike told you don't. Just don't, because he knew where this was going to go.
Seat, in my head, that means for the kid, not for an adult.
Bad trick.
Trish.
Sit on a car seat. Where do you
sit in a car seat when you sit in the car?
What do you call that thing you sit on in the car?
I sit on the back.
All right, guys. Grant is just like frozen in terror at
the back.
Grant's like,
I'm like, what type of
it's a
shit
car seat.
Involved in?
Grant's like, what the fuck else would you call it, Trish? I do not comprehend.
The right seat.
Right, but you don't just say car seat because that sounds like it's meant for a kid.
That's a pumpkin.
You said car seat plenty of times. You say kid seat when it's a kid seat.
I wish I had popcorn right now.
All right, guys, we're in the process of working on inventing a rear bench seat car seat cover.
Russ, I think it would be best for Trish if you add adult to every phrase that you come out with. The adult is towel.
Perfect for the fake taxes everywhere.
Trish, this disclaimer. Whenever Russ mentions car seat, he means adults.
What is in this chat room?
Well, that was not implied. Now, was it? No, it wasn't. It was just.
I didn't think it had to be implied.
Nothing was implied for kids, neither.
That sounds like a you problem, Trish. Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah, listen, Trish. The car seat cover for the cars is so you can cover the kid up so you can get the freaky deek on in the front seats and they don't have to watch. And just to protect them from spray fluids, in case he gets out of hand. It's like those car seat covers you get for the weather. You keep them warm or you get the bug screen for them. This one's just a skeet shield. It's not for mosquitoes, it's from mosquitoes.
That's what you got to call it too, a skeet shield.
A skeet shield. We don't need no Johnny Wads in the back seat.
So Martin has this icon, and I'm sorry, I looked at it wrong. I don't have on my glasses, and it looked like a penis head.
Sure it did.
I can help with that.
And this is where these guys are giving me a hard time.
You've got penis on the brain. You're seeing penis holes and penis heads. What's up with you?
Listen, if that was what a penis looks like to you, Trish, you've been giving the penis a hard time.
Well, too much maple syrup on that one.
Mike, are you doing something wrong or what?
You gotta do something wrong or something right. I don't
know.
See,
see, what it is Trish wants to get it good to the last drop, so she just sticks a straw in it to slurp the rest out.
I don't know if you guys understand this or not, but my penis can actually have, a finger just poke out of it. It's the motherfucker of penises, and you guys should just be scared and concerned for Trish's well-being.
Now the truth
whatever it takes to hit
out.
that G-spot.
So now we know why every glazed donut to Trish looks like a penis, because Mike's penis looks like it could get fucked. It's got a hole so big.
Trish runs in fear of glazed donuts. It's a penis!
She goes into Krispy Kreme. She's like, "Oh my God, they're selling assembly lines of penises. Ew, they're drizzling them." Jesus, thanks a lot, Trish. You've really put this show sideways. We're gonna take a
You
pee
made
break. So
glazed
anybody
donuts
needs to
more
take a
fun,
potty
Trish.
like me. I'm just gonna show you a minute. I gotta pee, so we're gonna watch this mighty fine video here. Enjoy it. And this is probably Grant's first time seeing it, so we're gonna leave his face up on the big screen so we can see his reaction.
Hi everyone, I'm Brink.
Hi everyone, I'm Fetch.
We're just two witches trying to have fun.
Wow! Hey guys, it's Stefpool. Whoa, look at those big old hooters. No wonder I've got black eyes. I just love being the peanut butter in this sandwich. Get these awesome stickers, and oh look, they're scratch and sniff panty sets. Get on in here, ladies. Oh yeah, that's right, get close. Brink and Fetch just want to have fun? That's a nut and sock, cause you only get one. That's what Stefpool says.
There was probably a really extra big smile there whenever that nipple wasn't completely covered there.
And that is as big as your nut and sock is.
Wait. Hold up. So, a penis looks like a glazed donut to you.
Yes.
But you give a small nut and sock like that. Something's really fucked up here.
Not enough glaze on that one.
Well, see, here's the thing. That nut and sock fits inside the hole, and it just keeps it from coming out. So it's like it's not just for cleaning up. It's also
a reverse condom.
Does it stretch to contain the load?
Yeah, it does.
Jesus.
Yeah, see, have you ever seen like those washcloths that are like compacted down on those little discs? You know, that you get wet and then it just like turns into this giant fucking washcloth. That's what this nut and sock is. You know, you just stick it inside the hole, and then when it gets the load, it just like, you know, it starts to just blow up like a balloon. You know, she said it supports up to a gallon-sized load, so I mean, I'm sure it should be ample enough.
Jesus.
Look at Smithers. His jaw was like.
Whose artwork is that?
Oh my God! All right, so
Smells good though.
We're gonna beat this thing to death, and then Stone's gonna come in and be like, "All right, guys, let's talk about Jizby." I'm like, "Oh no, we've already covered it
for the last 2 hours."
I actually just talked to him. It's kind of cool because I wish I could support his Kickstarter, but I'm in Canada, and the curse of Canada is the shipping costs. So I'm supporting him another way. So it's just really cool. I had a really good day today. All things considered, I was very blessed with some stuff. So I'm just figuring I just pay it back, pay it forward. So that's right. And I'm paying it forward with some of the people that, again, I really do support. I'm a big fan of Stone. I loved having him on the show when I had him on the show. I actually like Mike and Trish too. They are hilarious together. And Professor Rodney knows I'm a big fan of him. So, okay. So Russ, you coming? So you want to try again sometime, buddy?
Yeah. So I apologize for missing out on.
I understood why. I don't feel bad about that at all. I get it.
Josh, as your friend, I'm telling you, don't invite Russ. Invite Tiffaney. She's got a cool Kickstarter at the end of the month coming.
I'm kind of actually I can invite them both.
Can you imagine the Kickstarter with Tiffaney?
So you both can come on.
Oh, I know.
Oh no.
You're sideways.
Wow, this is even fucking harder to try to figure out. Yeah,
Xeno.
I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it.
There we go.
Jack said I should leave it that way. But yes, I'm going to be on Joshua's Pantsless Scarecrow show to talk about Xenonanite Titan, The Fall Before the Rise, and the soon to be coming Xenonanite Titan, Ashes of Redemption, book 2 that'll be coming out pretty soon. Talk about myself a little bit. So Cat and Piggy Girl is my main focus right now, on top of getting Stefpool Circle Destruction out the door. So for those of you that I need to update on it, I've just been so busy, crazy, and I'm working insane hours because there's an oil shortage. So I've been working double shifts, as doing double the deliveries as opposed to what we normally do, because we can't deliver full amounts. But book 2's been pushed off. Between the car wreck last year with the kids and Tiffaney getting it head on, and then myself with my back, I had the ablation the week of Christmas. The midnight passed away, and then everything with my grandpa. So I'm about 3 weeks to a month behind now on Stefpool with doing everything, running her here, and then I was in bed for the week of the ablation. It was way worse than I thought, because then I got the flu Rona. I had the flu and COVID, so on top of the body aches and having the nerve burns in my back, it made that pain like 10 times worse. So that put me a week behind, and then everything happened with Grandpa. He came home on Thursday. They said 6-7 months, and then I was going to go visit him Saturday, and he passed away Saturday morning, so I didn't end up making it there in time. So we had the funeral and stuff last week. It was really nice. Grandma had a charity fundraiser for the American Cancer Society, and we had a lot of people donate to that. My work, instead of sending flowers, sent a check for the American Cancer Society. So that was really awesome of them. So I'm a little behind on that, but I am still working on it. I assure you it's coming. I will be sending surveys out next week. This week coming up, I got nerve injections in my neck. And then I also have the neurology appointments. I'll be working on stuff on the way to Springfield, because it's about 4 hours from our house. But the next big project is going to be book 2 on this. I was hoping to launch this month like I did last year. Unfortunately, the art's not done. I couldn't afford the editing because we just took such a hard hit financially. We got the new car and the rings are out on it. And so we've got to get the rings replaced, and it's going to cost us like $5,000 to $7,000. So for right now, I've taken some of the stuff off the engine and drilled it out. I need to take the entire intake off and drill it out to get it by until we see if they can do something for that. Now, what do you see, Taro? So let's just let you know the nut and sock is the prototype for Jizzygon. There you go. Try to see how absorbent it is. That's right. So I'm excited. I'm going to be on Josh's show. We're going to talk about book 1. This is my passion. This is my story about a father who faces adversity. A lot of books, never really, you read these stories and they don't really, come from the perspective of a father. And I think, being a father is an important thing, and putting out there some of the stuff that we deal with on a daily basis, because society, a lot of fathers, a lot of men think that they can't cry, they can't be upset, they have to hold everything, and it's not the case. This father faces some of the most brutal shit that some people will ever face in their life. He gets separated from his family, doesn't know if they're alive or dead. And so this is his story of getting back to them. It's a fun sci-fi action adventure, fantasy, and the art for book 2 is going to be awesome. I've already been getting together with some people about getting some pieces done, hopefully once things settle down. And I've been working on book 3 just in my spare time to split things up. I've been working on it on my phone just because I figure, since there's this delay in getting book 2 done, I keep going back and making a little change here and there. But this is a good time to go ahead and work on book 3, because once book 2 funds, I can do book 3 whenever I want to. I don't have to wait for it to be done. I don't have to wait to get it finished, to get it edited. Once I have the money, it'll be edited. I can get the last of the art done and launch the 3rd Kickstarter and do the full trilogy. So things are really rolling on around here. I've worked with Tiffaney on getting Jizzygon going for the end of the month. So we've got that coming. So there's a lot of cool shit going on here. I'm really excited about Cat and Piggy Girl, guys. For those of you that haven't seen the cover of it, I'm going to show that off real quick before I take me off the big screen. That's what I was trying to pull up here.
I like how you
I've
can't say
decided that
without smiling.
Laughing?
Yeah.
I know. It's so funny. So this is going to be my plan for a Virgin cover. Kerry did it, and I was like, you know what, go ahead and send that to me. Let's use it for a virgin. And then this is going to be the trade dress. And this was something that I was really excited about, that I always loved when I was a kid. When you guys would watch cartoons, they would always have the character's head in the title. And I said, Kerry, why don't you cut their heads off and shrink them down and put them in the title? And I think it turned out absolutely adorable. I love it. So this is going to be the official trade dress for every issue going out. It's going to have their heads by it like that. So the story's cute. I'm super excited about this. Mark's really excited about this. But the last thing that I want to talk about, and this is a big deal, anybody that has anything that they're wanting or willing to donate, February 22nd is Comic Books for Kids Day. It is the official day of the year that Comic Books for Kids. I will be being on a special auction with the fact that that day is Comic Books for Kids Day. I'll be putting on a special auction. I'll be auctioning stuff off for Comic Books for Kids. I want to raise a huge number and be able to send over a good chunk of cash to Mark and to start out the year, because January is inventory time. They're not really busy as far as shipping things out, because they have to take inventory of the stuff that they have. With that being said, February is when they start shipping. February is going to be a huge month that they're going to need a lot of support, because they're going to have a bunch of orders to get caught up on. So with the 22nd being Comic Books for Kids Day, if you have anything that you would like to donate for the auction, or at least please join the auction, come on, share it out with your friends, tell them to be there, tell them to bid on some stuff. Right now, up on for auction right now, we have this piece is available until tomorrow on auction. It's by Thomas Fleming, $269 and $600. It's this Purgatory print. And then we also have the other auction piece that's up until tomorrow night as well. It has a start price or buy it now on it. Is this Lady Death piece coming apart on me. I accidentally knocked the backing off, so don't mind the fact that the print dropped down. I took the back out to make sure the COA was in there. This is by Elias Chatzaudas, however you say his last name. And this does have the COA, so both of these pieces are available. Here, I might as well just take the COA out and show you guys that it is indeed here. So here's that piece right there. There's a certificate of authenticity for it. So these pieces are up available. We'll do a special buy it now tonight for the live show. If you want one of these fine pieces, I think one of them's listed for $125 and the other one for $150 as of right now. If you want one of these awesome pieces framed, $100. Buy it now tonight. So if that tickles your fancy, just send me a message, or we'll start it out for a $75 bid. If somebody wants to start a $75 bid out on either one, whether the Lady Death or the, come on, sorry guys, trying to make sure it clips, or the Purgatory on there. And I'm gonna take me out of here. What's going on? Let's see here. Hey, what's going on, Tom? Hope you're doing well. The Russians are still trying to come and get us, and they're just so upset because Stone's not here right now. You know what, Tom? If you want to hop on, I'll send you the link. I know you're coming up on the end of the critter statue, so I'll send you the link over. I know you've been busy. I've been meaning to ask you if you want to be on here, but I've been busy as well because things are crazy. Send this over to Tom real quick.
Cray cray.
Cray cray. There you go, Tom. There's your link.
Not like Tom's
What?
online every day, all day.
You've been working on?
Do what, Martin?
Do you ever work on any other side projects besides the book you've been working on? Do you do any commission type work? Or
So I do, yes, I do work on other side projects as well. So, I mean, I've had people ask me about doing writing for some of their books and stuff like that. That is always an option. I'm never going to say that option's not available because I don't know how my schedule works out. I did actually write a side story that's going to be coming out this spring. It's called Luna Tales, done by Wendy Steen Shaner. I wrote a beautiful piece for this anthology book about Luna and how she gains one of her special powers. It includes Wyvernite from Xenonanite Titan, which is this piece right. Oh, come on, hold on, give me a second here. So it includes this character right here, Wyvernite, and he teaches Luna something special. So it's a beautiful book. I'm super excited about it. She asked me to do a story, and I said, hell yeah, let's do it. So I wrote a story. And then, so I'm always available. So anyone wants me to come in and help with a project, whether for writing or just for help as far as, promoting, anything at all, really, just send me a message. I'm always available unless I say, hey, man, I'm just so busy right now, I just can't do it. So I always leave myself open to help with anything that's needed. Because I don't ever have I always say I'll say no if I'm too busy, but I don't say no, which is why I kill myself most of the time. But I just, staying busy keeps me going.
Well, Russell, if the doctor gives me on the 18th, I have an appointment to see him. If I get the permission to go up to 15-pound limit, I will make you some buttons for your stuff. I will.
For Cat,
4K, I'll do that for you as long as I get.
Well, absolutely, that would be awesome. You know what? I can see if I can get something drawn up, or if I can draw something up for the button, and we can make that a stretch goal. If we sell all 100 copies in the first week, everybody can get these buttons, or just include them with them. Gifts. I have Andre Osh is working on a sketch piece that I'm going to do a mini print. I think James Sims is working on a sketch piece for a mini print. So those that buy the comic, you're going to get these mini prints with the comic. That way you're getting, some extra stuff. You're not just getting a special book, because this is going to be a cardstock cover with Cat, and Piggy Girl. Whereas the ones that sent to the hospital are just going to be the standard paper. That way they're the cheaper issues, so I can get more. Plus they're going to kids, so they don't need to be like collectors. What am I looking for? Quality.
Well, that's the only thing I can help out with. I don't know how to draw or anything, but I know how to make buttons. I'm a good button maker.
let me interject real quick. When I get to a point where I'm drawing those two, I'll show you the pencils, and then I'll ink it and get it to you quick so you can use it for merchandising stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we can actually use the kids from the book on buttons or whatever else.
Yeah, no, and that was another idea that I had. So something that we're wanting to do is I'm thinking about taking the art from the Virgin piece that I just showed you guys. So this is something I'm tossing around doing, and so I want to hear anybody in the audience. Hey, what's going on, Steph? Cat, and Piggy Girl. That's right. So one of the things that I'm actually thinking about doing with this art that Steph and Kerry did. So you've got the trade, and then you've got the Virgin piece. Is actually doing T-shirts to help raise some money on the back end to actually purchase the first 100 units. This is going to run me about $300 to get the first 100 books. And then if we raise the $2,500 off of the books to get that'll get me 1,000 books to be able to send to the hospitals and cancer centers. That's the goal. So if I'm able to talk to any of these printers and get the cost, lowered on those or anything like that, we may be able to do more, which is my hope. I hope to get 1,500, maybe 2,000 if we can. So that's kind of my idea. What's that?
$1 billion.
$1 billion. That's right. So that's one of kind of my idea. I'm going to sell these T-shirts just to make some extra cash on the side, as far as being able to produce the first print run to sell, and B, raise extra money to purchase additional copies. So, hell, if we sell 100 T-shirts, I might be able to print 500 more books to send to the hospital. So the kids are going to win either way. So if anybody would be down, they say, heck yeah, put them up for purchase, I'll buy one. I'm not going to do it and put them up if nobody's going to buy any of them. It's a lot of work to make up a mock-up and get it set up on the store. So I haven't really thrown the idea around, and I'm not saying that. Thanks for throwing that link in there for the critter action figure, and I just knocked myself sideways again. So yeah, please give me your feedback. If you guys would be interested in purchasing the shirt, just let me know. So I've been long-winded enough about Cat and Piggy Girl. Tom, welcome to the show.
Mr. Smithers is about to be horizontal, it looks like. I mean, are you just like doing like this?
I'm just getting comfortable. Like I just keep sliding down on my couch.
Because he's actually watching TV and on here at the same time.
Oh, I
I'm
understand
watching
that.
us on TV.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Watching us on TV. Yeah, that was
Well, when they show
Oh my God, does anybody else see how fucking crazy it is that Smithers on his TV, that fucking ficus behind him looks like he's got one of those headpieces like the Jamaicans have? Go back to your TV, Smithers. Oh my God. Look at it. You can see it in the background.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You're ridiculous, Mr. Smithers. You're ridiculous. Epic.
He's got porn up.
Yeah, I didn't even know you guys were on. You guys started apparently like right when I started doing my my Whatnot show. I did my
How'd that go?
show. It was great. It was great. Like I just did a quick test. Like, how the hell does this thing work, man? And so I had like 15 pieces. I just grabbed some kind of high end stuff so that I could kind of like, I wanted to start everything on low prices and just let people kind of go crazy with it. And everything sold and everything went like at general market price, a little bit. Some of them were a little bit below market price, but overall it was like really good. I was like, wow, this is crazy cool. And it was funny because they were like getting pissed off that I had the auctions going too long. Like I was trying to talk about the books like I do on my live show. I'm like, hey, this is the book and this is the thing. And they're just like, yo, make it like a 30-second auction, man. We want to go. We want to turn and burn. I was like, all right.
Was it any of us normal people on there, or was it mostly?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rob was in there. Scott K was in there. And then there was a whole bunch of people that, I mean, I might have known them, but because everybody gets like a weird tag, like it's just like, hey, I'm a Geek War guy. Like, I don't know who that is, but he knew who I was. And he was like, yo, I haven't seen this stuff in a long time. I'm like, well, welcome back. So I'll get to know who they are once I'm shipping, because then I'll have their actual real names. But in the show, everyone's got like a weird tag name. So I know a few of them.
Well, nobody was upset because Smithers was held up on Blastcast, and they were able to actually, get an auction or a bid in on stuff for once. Because Smithers would have showed up and been like, "Buy it all, give me a buy it all now price, Tom." And Tom would have been like $5,000, and Smithers been like, "Sold." He'd be like, "That's the quickest fucking show I've ever done."
I just have like one auction for like look, I've got 50 items. Here's the auction for all of it in one shot. Right? That would be interesting.
I thought about that the other night when you were trying to sell the board of BDI stuff and you were starting to ponder it. I was like, I wonder if I just throw out a price, would he say, okay,
people have done that before. I remember Emily once bought the whole board. I put like a really like cool discount. I think it was like $160 or something. And I was like, you want it all? Take it for $100. And she was like, yeah. So she snagged it. So yeah, it's fun to monkey around with it. And I had seen Whatnot. I'd been in some shows before, other people doing their stuff, but it's very different running a show. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be too. So I was really, really pleased. Anytime you can market to a new audience. I mean, it was great to have people that I knew in there, but the whole point of doing that show is to, get people that don't know that we're out here. So right. Hopefully there was a hope. I mean, and I sold everything. There was probably maybe 5 different people won the 15 items. So I'll see who they actually are when I ship, and go from there. But it was cool. It was definitely cool.
So we were actually talking about you, Tom, and the fact that you have branched out to include the figure.
Yep.
And so we're wondering if you're going to branch out into a board game, possibly.
I mean, everything is possible, but when you're doing games, that takes years of development to make anything. Because it's not just like make a game unless you're adapting something, like you can adapt a Monopoly. That's very easy. But if you're going to make a game, it's much more difficult. And I actually have had a thought process for many years about a card game for Penny for Your Soul, where you would have a card game, like Magic the Gathering or something, where the cards would do things, but part of the game would also be playing poker, right? Because that's the Las Vegas element. So the idea would be you'd play cards, build your hand, and then you'd play poker with your hand for the souls of humanity. And that's sort of how you win, is you have to win all the souls.
All right, let's do it. Get a Kickstarter.
Right?
Let's go.
It sounds cool, right? So
yeah.
Hey, listen, guys, when you're playing poker with your hand, I've got the perfect thing for you. Just be gone towels.
So, but the trick is again, you got to have a mechanic for all of that stuff. You gotta really make it tight and make it work. So, and I just haven't, and I'm good at that stuff, but I'm not. I don't have the time to like sit and go, okay, what does this card do? And so on. So
in card games and a lot of games like that, there's a lot of math involved too, because there's usually there's a set number. If you look at Magic, you're looking at like life total cost of how you play certain cards.
Yep.
There are things and just impact and effect. Even board games, there's actually a lot of math that actually goes into them. I actually am developing one for one of my books right now. Figured it, I kind of just stumbled into it. The mechanics work. There's still some fine tuning. I'm probably about 6-8 months away before I can actually say, hey, I got something that's fully fleshed out. But then once you do that, you got art, presentation, like the whole, like you got to think in terms of everything. But the cool thing is games do tell interesting stories in of themselves, which can make it a lot of fun.
I actually made, I'll send this to you, Russell. You can show this. Or actually I can share the screen too. I actually made like a mock-up. Oh my God, where is it? I made a mock-up of the card one time. I was like, hey, what if this was like a real thing? And people were like, oh, that's cool, man. I'll see if I can find it.
I've been working on a game too, by the way.
Very cool.
Been going on for about 3 years, and you're right, it's not easy to develop any kind of a game to get started, fleshing out the details, and I've been beta testing with different age groups to see what would work best. I know the biggest successful aspects to any game that you want to target is get as wide a target audience as you possibly can. I mean, for similar reference, let's take it back to something a little more popular like Nintendo Wii. That was targeted not just for the 5-year-olds, but also the 85-year-old. And that's why it got so darn successful. The wider your target audience, the better. So under that same concept, they something like, say, Sorry, Monopoly, all those big name board games that are out there, those are targeted for kids as well as adults. You want something that really, really draws their interest. With that in mind, I ended up coming up with an idea for a board game here back in October 2018, I think it was. I've just been slowly working at it, spending hundreds and hundreds of hours on it, working it out, and I'm still needing more beta testing. I've got beta test 2.0 of the game coming out this year, but it's still going to need some working out, and the biggest part of it is how to get the materials marketed properly. But I definitely look forward to having you guys try it out sometime, whoever's interested.
I actually did a play test of my board game on one of my podcast episodes, actually. It was fun. I got to play with all kinds of different people. The basic mechanics worked. I've been modifying like the little things at this point. It's the little small details that make it work. I might throw one of them out. I might keep it. I haven't decided yet. But like I said, it's all kinds of little things when you develop a game. But again, does your big mechanic, does it feel fun? And that's a really big part of any game. It doesn't matter what it is. It has to feel fun and kind of almost like spontaneous, but something that people can gravitate and naturally understand. One of my favorite games is Suro. It's a simple game, but it's incredibly interesting, especially when you have a lot of players playing it. It was designed for 2 players, but it was also designed for 6. And it's simple, but it's so elegant. It probably took a long time to figure out.
So Russell, I've got to share a screen up there if you want to show the card. This was the design that I made to kind of just see what it would look like, and how,
yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I have no concept of what those icons mean anymore. I know the first one is the horse. She's one of the 4 horsemen, so I know that had something to do with the 4 horsemen. And then it was all just kind of made up mock stuff. But this was kind of my thought process. And then they'd all be on like playing cards. Like it would be an actual playing card deck, because each card would be a thing. So like she's the Queen of Diamonds, so we'd have an actual full deck for people to play with, and so on and so on. So that was a little mock-up.
Siege of the Queens would be a horseman.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Do you remember what the plus 100 was for? I'm just curious.
I mean, it's a poker chip, so I'm assuming like if you play her, there's some sort of raise or something with that. I did this thing like 5 years ago.
No, it's fair enough. I'm just curious because I actually had just a couple ideas just came in my head just looking at this card. So just like, okay, cool.
I love
Fuck
her
your
quote.
cosmic balances. There's a new player in town.
Yeah, you got to have quotes. It's like, I mean, I was a big Magic fan back in the day, and all the Magic cards had little quotes at the bottom. So I was like, yeah, man, I can put all the stuff that I wrote in the comic on these cards. So
See, this is why I have you guys on my TV. Look at this. Look how big that is. I can read it.
Yeah,
That's
really
cool.
No.
Yeah. So just something. You always got to have something, and I like that stuff, and I like poker, so I was like, that makes sense. Let's figure out how to do it. But I'm not strong enough to be able to do it myself, and I don't have the time to really dedicate to it. So I need to find people that really know how to, that like to play games, like to play card games, and they need to understand poker as well, because we have to design the game itself around the idea of gambling for souls.
Is Hold'em the base concept? I know it's 5 years ago, but was Hold'em your base game there?
Yeah, basically. I mean, you
Okay.
you could literally use any game you want because it's just a deck of cards. But
Okay.
yeah, I like Hold'em, so that's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of,
okay,
that
cool.
was what was in my head.
Okay.
And then we've also got what Tom's really here to talk about.
Oh damn!
Woo!
Oh damn! Yeah, man.
Tell
we
us a
are
little
so
bit about
close.
this, Tom.
We're so
Give us some
freaking
backstory.
close. We're so freaking close. It's driving me crazy. We had this whole week has been such crap too, because we've had so many people come in, but for every person that came in, we had some guy drop out, like for almost the exact same dollar amount. So we've just been like flatlined for a whole week. It's just driving me absolutely crazy. But we need 35 grand. Holy shit. But we're only $2,847 away. We're 91% funded right now. We have a week. I mean, basically this time next week, we wrap it up. We have one more hour. It closes at 11:45 next Saturday. So we should be able to get this without a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. The final week we usually do very well. The final couple of days we usually do anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 on the last 2 days. So I'm not sweating it, but I really wanted to be there like now, so that we could have like this kind of triumphant final week. Like, yeah, we're there, and now we're gonna like unlock stretch goals and go crazy with it. But we've had over $2,500 in dropouts in in the 3 weeks we've been done this. I'm just like, oh my god. And then this week was just so brutal. It's like, yes, we're up. It's like $200. Oh, somebody dropped out for $200. What is happening? So it's been frustrating, but that's the life of Kickstarter, guys. That's the real Kickstarter life. Is you get excited about it, but there are dropouts, and I'm used to the dropouts. I'm used to that happening, but just the fact that this week we had like zero traction was really frustrating. I've never had a campaign that was like that, but it is what it is, and I have no real fear that we'll make our goal, but it's that roller coaster of Kickstarter, man.
Well, and the brutal part about it too is a lot of people don't think about it. It's like, okay, you get funded and you're sitting above, funded, and even if you end at that, yes, you're funded, but what if you have 20 people that don't fund at the end of the Kickstarter?
Yeah, their credit
that
cards
week
don't
goes
go
by.
through.
So then people don't understand on our end. We're going, fuck, we needed this to make this happen. We did 2,100 of our $2,000 goal, but we only made 1,700. And then Kickstarter takes 10% of that, so there goes another $170.
Yep.
And so you're sitting there, with $1,530 going, well, fuck, I needed 2,000 to send this to Fred. But where am I going to come up with the rest of this money? So yes, it's it's very scary, being so close to funding, and it's like you got to get that little bump up over for your setback. And so it's very, very hard to deal with, especially like you said, you have a week, you have no traction. I had that with all of my campaigns. You would get a pledge, and it would be a pretty sizable one, and then you'd lose 2 pledges that equaled the sizable one, and you're like, shit. And
well,
then
and
you
that's
would get
one of the
another
reasons.
pledge.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I've taken all of my campaigns to 3 weeks. I'm like, screw this noise. I don't want this anymore. I've taken all my campaigns to 3 weeks, but because we needed such a gigantic number, I was like, yo, we're probably gonna need all the time. Because otherwise we'd be done
Well, and the
tonight.
smart thing with doing it this time is we're running into tax season, so you're getting to where some people are going to start getting their returns back over the because I just got mine last Wednesday, so people are getting their returns that last week and this week. So you may see some return backers that previously dropped because they're like, "Fuck, I can't swing this," and now they might be pledging back in. So that extra week may have saved your ass. With
and that was absolutely part of the plan. It's like I kind of feel like we need the full month, and I could have even gone longer, but like I know the longer it drags, the worse it is. So we'll do a month, we'll be fine, we'll make this happen, and then once everybody gets their figures, man, then it's like, oh, we're doing this again, we're gonna do this next year, and we'll make another figure. Yeah,
can we get it? Can we do it in like 6 months?
No.
Oh God,
no, Mrs. Smithers, not unless you want to fund it on day one yourself. Then we'll do it. Then we'll do another one in 6 months.
I already bought.
Yeah, this is where you get into where you have.
I guess I could put a 4th on. Well, I figure I'd have
so
2
for
to
those
put up on the shelf and 1 to play with.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured you would do. I figured you just buy two of the like the 2-packs, so you get a couple of those Garvey covers. And then you can open one set and keep a set closed.
Well, see, I ruined the concept of Smithers getting a bulk of the action figures because now we've got the Jizby on tile, so he can clean his figures up when he's done now, so you don't need so many.
Still waiting on those.
I was wondering what you meant by that.
Still waiting on those taco coupons.
Right?
I know I brought that up the week before last. I'm like, these taco coupons are going to be expired when we get them. I'm telling you.
They're not going to be expired.
Tiffaney was asking him to send her something, and I was like, dude, don't expect anything from Smithers. Like, we've been waiting on taco coupons for months.
Don't expect anything from Smithers. That needs to be a shirt, right? Don't expect anything from Smithers.
Getting to with my job, getting to the post office is such a pain in the ass.
Dude, pirate ship. Schedule that shit for pickup.
Yeah, you can just do it at home, man.
Yeah, you can figure the guy who gets so many packages, he would read the labels where it says like, MailChimp and pirate ship, and he'd be like, what the fuck is this stuff?
I look at who it came from and I open it and take it out and throw the package away.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
God. That's funny.
So for those of you in the audience and for those of you in the panel that don't know who Tom is or who Critter is, who this fantastic this action figure is, please tell the group what Critter is and how Critter came to be.
So Critter is the first comic I wrote when I decided I wanted to be in comics, because I had given up on the art side because I sucked. But I kind of thought to myself, okay, what if I could write a comic? And so growing up with superheroes, it was very natural for me to let's just write a superhero comic and see what I can do with it, because I understand the genre. Now I got to learn how to just tell a story through panels. And so that was the script that I started with, and I started to kind of figure out what she was going to be and how it was going to work. And it took a while to figure that part out. But eventually I kind of got it down. I sent some sketches to an artist to kind of flesh it out and be like, okay, look, this is terrible. I need it to look professional and good and real. And Adam Withers was that guy who designed Critter for me based off my sketches. And here is here's the first toy that we did way back in the day. I know we got a lot of light going on there. This was just a custom figure that I got done, a million years ago, because I was like, well, I'm never going to have toys, so I might as well get a custom one done. And now here we are trying to make toys. So, it's 12 years of Critter. We've got like 26 issues of the book, some spin-offs. It's the Critterverse. I mean, it's been dubbed the Critterverse. So there's a lot going on, and getting these toys done is it's like, wow, holy cow. I never would have imagined we'd have this opportunity, much less be essentially $2,000 away from making it happen. So And here's the thing on the campaign. Even if you're not a toy collector or whatever, you can buy the comics on there. If you just want to buy the comics, go buy the comics. You can get the first volume. You can get all the volumes. There's art books. There's trading cards. There's prints. There's all kinds of stuff. So you don't have to just go pledge for the toy, because I know that that's pricey and not everybody collects toys. But if you like comics, we have comics and stuff on there too. 12 years worth of Critter comics that you can try out, and it's super fun. If you like superheroes, if you like the genre of superheroes, you'll be fun. You'll find something.
I like the new cards you put up today.
The new cards, yeah, right. All the teasers, yeah. That was brand new. So every Saturday is Catter Day for the campaign, and we do a new add-on. So today we did a 4-piece metal card set with artwork that is like teasers of art to come. And this is not stuff that's been done before. So you have Carl Liversidge, Joe Chiodo, CB Zane, and Crema Art, all teasers with a limited edition card set. So that was fun. Fun stuff.
Cool. Congrats.
I got one more thing that.
Did you hear Tom talking about Critter and you decided you needed some attention? My Critter decided to come see me.
Of course.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
And then we're sending all of these out too. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. We've got all of our Camp Rad Dog
table toppers,
little acrylic standees. Those are all out the door
Tell me
now.
you bought extra, because I didn't buy any of those on that campaign.
Oh yeah, well we made 100 of each. So however many went out to the backers, then we'll have however many are left. So yes,
all right,
you'll be able to get those for sure.
All right.
But you're going to get yours at a premium, Smithers. They're 5,000 each.
No, it's only two. Wait a minute. How much do I need?
2,800.
It's $2,847. But that gets you the whole set.
That gets you the whole set, and he'll even sign them for you. And he'll sign the marker that he signed them with, and you'll get them signed.
I got Sharpie right here.
And you'll get that signed Sharpie that signed those standees for you for the low price of, what was it, $837?
Sure, I'll settle for that.
So last night Tom gets on and is just working on the Big Dog Ink store, updating it. He's just talking, and all of a sudden he's showing people comics, and everybody starts bidding. So he's like, "Okay, I guess I sell stuff here."
Yeah, we had a great Doghouse Karma moment where Freddie outbid everybody.
Outbid me
on a book.
I wasn't paying attention. I was at work.
Yeah, well, outbid Shawnee, outbid Smithers, outbid Schiff, and Shawnee was trying to get it. It was one of the books that she needed, and so he won the book, and he's given it to Shawnee. So we had a really great, Doghouse family moment where he was like, "Yep, just give it to her." So I was like, "Dude, that's like super epic karma. That'll come back around for you." And that's what happens with Doghouse folks. They take care of each other, which I find to be just absolutely amazing and glorious. So all hail the Doghouse.
Oh hell!
That could be an idea for later on too, since it is the Doghouse. You've got the action figures. When you get done with the set, Smithers is totally gonna be down with this idea. He's gonna buy all of them.
I already want it.
Have
I get it.
Doghouse,
I get what you're doing.
Carrying case for all of them.
Yeah, we'll have to do that once we get like 10 figures. Then we'll have to make a carrying case. Yeah.
You could just do it like Star Wars did back in the day.
Like the Darth Vader carrying case.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
trust me, I'm all over this.
No, it's got to be the Pop-Tart though.
No, like
I want the cool like girly Pop-Tart, and I would carry it around.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, it's gonna be Tom with his headphones on.
The Star Wars case. They sold the Star Wars case with like a thing to get the figures. Like in the future, the figures weren't even made yet. They just showed like pictures of the figures.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 12.
Yeah.
This is what you'll get sometime next year.
Yeah.
That's what Tom can do. In like the next 8 years, you'll have 12 figures. Come on, guys.
Well, we'll get a bunch of figures out, then we'll make the case, but the case will come with an exclusive figure. That's how you do it.
There you go.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah.
I just want to see a Danica figure really
Kenner
bad.
does it. Kenner's like, or not Kenner anymore. It's Hasbro. Now it's like, oh yeah, you want this figure? It's exclusive with this $3,000 Death Star set.
Good marketing. On that
Or
note,
they do those Build-A-Figures now for like the Marvel Legends, where you get to buy all 12 to get the big figure.
It's been discussed.
Yeah.
We'll just tell you it's been discussed.
On that note, I have to take off. I have a comic I have to read. I have to prepare to meet somebody tomorrow and discuss their book, so I got to do that now. So, guys, I have yourselves a wonderful night. Tom, good luck with everything.
Have a good one, Josh.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
So, Ronnie, what have you been working on in the background there that you've been laboring away furiously at?
I'm just getting familiar with these two characters.
Hold on. We got to see this.
Character +1, +2.
Can't think of his name. Roderick and Sissy. I've just been sketching the piss out of them. Anytime I grab an extra piece of paper, I've just been drawing them, trying to familiarize myself with them. I think I've got those two down pretty well. I need to start drawing. I think I've got the dad down pretty good. Need to draw the mom a little more. But yeah, it's it's what we do. You just keep doing it, building that muscle memory. So when you're sitting, I've got a couple of the pages thumbnailed out already. So I've got one piece that I've got to finish for somebody, and I'll probably finish that tomorrow. So I'm looking at Monday or Tuesday, like sitting down and really starting, finishing the thumbnails and then starting the pencils on this. So we can see if we can't kick this out and get it rolling. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be fun.
I am too. I think it's going to be awesome. I think everybody's going to get this, and it's going to melt their heart at how cute it actually is. I think it turned out really well. It was one of those things, like I said before.
I'm excited because with my cartoony stuff, I look at issue 1 of Pitter Patter. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let me step my game up. And in issue 2, you can see the different camera angles and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to stepping up another notch and with this book and just kicking further ass. So
you know how screwed up I am. I hear the term "melt your heart," right? And I'm immediately in like this horror mode of like, now there's a monster that's going to melt your heart. Like there's something here. I'm already in like some other bizarre universe right now, creating some crazy fat crap melt your heart monster.
There it is, folks. There's the two characters that are going to melt your heart. You got Cat and Piggy Girl. You got Roderick and Adriana. And so for Tom, I don't think you've really seen or heard any discussion about this. So when I went to Stuff's in November and we stayed with them for a few days, we got to chatting about doing a charity book for comic books for kids. And so I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. It was Kerry's idea, and we kind of, just expanded on it. Well, I spent the next month just trying to figure out ideas, and I was like, I have no freaking clue what to do this book on. What hasn't been done? Like, what are kids gonna enjoy that other people are gonna enjoy? And I was just like, I have no idea. And so one night, like 2 months ago, I was laying in bed, and Tiffany was laying there scrolling through TikTok, and I was like, I've got it. And Tiffany's like, what? Like, you've got COVID, you've got, what do you got? And I'm like, I got the idea for the book. And I was like, Cat and Piggy Girl, like, what is the one thing that, every kid always takes with them, and it's their stuffed animals, their security thing. When we were kids, we had our stuffed animals, we had our blankets, whatever it was. So when these kids are going in the hospitals, Roderick always takes Cat with him. And so I was like, what if their stuffed animals gave him superpowers? So you got Cat and Piggy Girl. And so then I further expanded on it. And I was like, well, this isn't only a good thing that will inspire our kids in the hospitals to go on adventures with their stuffed animals, whether they're receiving chemo or heart surgery or, any type of treatments that they're having done. They get them out of their head of what's going on. They can go on these adventures with their own stuffed animals. But how about, creating a page where they can go on there and post pictures of themselves with their stuffed animal in or out of the hospital, and what their illness is, of course, with their parents' consent, and give them an opportunity to be in the next book as a sidekick. So it'll not only give them hope and inspiration and give them joy, it'll also get them excited about the concept of, hey, I might be able to be in the next issue of this comic. And then I got got to thinking, I'm like, what even better about this? You have all these kids that are commenting, posting pictures. What if you got Timmy who posts this picture on there and he's getting ready to go in for a treatment for the very first time and he's scared to death? And you've got Bob, Jimmy, and Ashley that are on there that have had this treatment done 10 times, 20 times, and they can see this child's post and go on there and say, hey, it's going to be okay. I've had this done X amount of times. What are you scared about? And it can become a community for these kids to communicate with each other and go over their concerns and what they're scared about and what they're worried about. Because as a parent, we try to do that for our kids, but we just don't understand because we don't know what they're going through. We're looking at it from an adult point of view. Whereas kids can look at it at another kid's point of view and see and know why they're feeling the way they are and have a better way of explaining it to them. So I think all in all, this project's going to be badass because not only are we going to try to get, at least 1,000 copies into the books of these books into kids and children and cancers and hospital centers nationwide, but we're also going to try to create this community for these kids to be able to reach out to each other, be a support system for each other, and be excited to be, a sidekick. I mean, how awesome would that be as a parent, to find out that your kid just won, his chance or her chance to be the sidekick in a comic book to go tell your child something like that. Because to us, for a parent that's not a comic enthusiast like we are, they're going to be like, yeah, whatever, you made it into a comic. But for that kid to hear that is going to be like us winning $100 million in the Powerball. They're just going to be super excited. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a special, holographic issue for the parents to frame up for that child and send that child, probably 10 comic books per issue. So like if issue 2, this kid gets in, they're going to get a holographic book plus 10 standard issues because I want them to give them out to their friends and be like, check this out, I'm in a comic book. And, them to be happy and proud and share that with their friends. So I'm really super excited about this book. I think it came along and came out really well. It's funny, the ideas we have sitting in front of us this entire time and we never see them and it just comes to us like that.
Yeah,
and
but
so
the goth kids are going to want their hearts to melt. Goth kids are going to be like, hey. You got to go to the goth hospital with my book.
Gotta go to the goth
kids in there.
This is so lame.
It's the goth and they want the heart melting comics. Yes, that's how it works.
But yeah, it's awesome. So Chuck Peno edited it. We got Ronnie doing the illustration. Jason Meadow is doing the lettering, and Steph Wilson has done the cover for it with Carrie Ann. So they did a wonderful job. This is the version that we're going to do of it, and that is the trade. And like I said before, we're going to leave the cropped heads in for the trade. I think it's cute. I miss that in the old cartoons when you used to have the little character heads. So, guys, get excited about that. Get excited about the Critter action figure. Smithers just went and pledged $873 for the tabletopper sign and for the signed marker.
See, this is how prepared I am, right? I got the black marker, but I've got the green to sign the black marker.
I love how the green
disappears,
got
right?
the green screen on it.
Did you lose the other half of
green?
your
Is it
pens?
black? Does it not even exist?
Well, see, you guys laugh, but I legitimately haven't.
The anime one.
I legitimately have an art print
big boobs and
that was signed with the marker, and I have the signed marker that was used to sign it.
Yeah. Remember, it was like the animated movie, and it had that kind of.
Well, this was a special comic books for kid charity thing that was done every year, and the first year when it was done in 2018. The person was joking and said, I would like the marker signed with, the marker you signed this with to be signed. And so he signed the marker that he signed the actual original art with and sent it to him. So this was in 2019. It was the following year. And I was like, let's just keep tradition alive. And so I was like, by the way, I want that art piece signed and I want you to sign the marker that you signed the art piece with. And he's like, oh, here we go with this again. So somewhere out there in the world, there's another marker signed by the same artist that somebody else has that's paired with the art it was signed with. I just thought it was funny. We always have a good time on there, but that was actually on Hooked on Comics, which is the comic shop that I buy through, and they are also the ones that I found CB4K through. They run the auction every Saturday night, but they auction off a book or a graded slab for, excuse me, the kids. But they did these once a year art auctions, and I think the one year, oh my god, I think they raised like almost $2,000 on the auction. So, you know, we got a lot of people out there that are doing a lot of good stuff to help this charity out, and the kids are our future, and we need to pave the way for them to come in and continue this on for other kids out there, like Roderick, you know, the stuff that he's received through. So we got a lot of awesome stuff coming up.
Speaking of kids, how you doing there, Mike?
Good. It took him a second.
Good, fine, good. How's your guys' your campaign? Where are you guys at? You rolling along?
It's moving up bit by bit. I mean, it's the slow period, so
yeah, you're in that. We launched at the same time, so we're both in the dead zone right now.
Well, I mean, every day we get at least one backer, but usually it's on the digital tier, you know. So I mean, I can't complain about that. I mean, we've only lost like a few people, but really every day we gained. We haven't hit like a total silence day, so
that's good.
Yeah,
that is good.
By that.
Yeah, awesome. So I think we went a week, like 7 days, and on Roadkill 2, and didn't get a single thing. And then all of a sudden, we lost 3 bids, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And then it turned around. I was like, "Thank God."
Yeah, the last week is always, it's, you know, people panic and freak out. I do it too, but we all know the last week will start to turn itself around. We have like 400 watchers on this freaking campaign. I'm like, yo, what are you waiting for? We're $2,000 away. If everybody that had dropped out didn't drop out, we'd already be there.
It's not like they're gonna get cheaper.
I know, right? It's like, are there gonna be discounts?
But Tom is always notorious for adding something as it goes on.
Well, sure, but you can always change your pledge if you want to. You know, there's no limitations to your pledge. So it's, if you have something, if you have a comic and you're like, oh, I want that other comic, you can always just switch out. But, you know, waiting until the last is like, it doesn't make any sense because you can always modify your pledge. I think there's still people that really don't.
Always throws extra in there. You might be like, oh, well, wait, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but it's not like a totally rad Kickstarter where there's 7,000 books and it takes you an hour just to go through the Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
Or you have to call Jim and be like, Jim, where the hell is just your basic?
I don't understand your product, dude. Yeah.
I had to get a hold of Jim for the first Kickstarter I did with Totally Rad because I couldn't find the trade paperback. I was like, I've really looked.
No, like I get it because I've been through his Kickstarters and I'm like, and I have to like, awesome. He would send me the like, what books did you want again? And I'm like, oh, now I have to go back through it again. Thanks, Jim. Thanks.
See,
I'm like, just give me all the Garvey covers first of all, then we'll talk after that.
Well, see, the reason why you couldn't find the trade, Mike, is because it's the same size as a regular comic with all those 4-page books.
See, now Russ is picking on poor Jim.
I love you, Jim.
Jim, I have a sock for you. Here, Jim. Here's your sock for your nuttin' sock.
Is that a cry sock?
Yes, that's his cry sock. That's as much as I care.
Stop picking on Jim.
One of those dinosaurs. Once it gets wet, it gets bigger.
You okay, Tom?
I am not okay.
So if you guys want to know this great, what great project we're talking about while Tom recovers himself from this, check this out.
Hi everyone, I'm Brink.
Hi everyone, I'm Fetch.
We're just 2 witches trying to have fun.
Wow! Hey guys, it's Stefpool. Whoa, look at those big old hooters. No wonder I've got black eyes. I just love being the peanut butter in this sandwich. Get these awesome stickers, and oh look, they're scratch and sniff panty sets. Get on in here, ladies. Oh yeah, that's right, get close. Brink and Fetch just want to have fun? That's a nut and sock, cause you only get one. That's what Stefpool says.
There you go. There's your
That
nut
is
and
not
sock.
the actual video that goes with our Kickstarter. This is a Russell Allen production. Please be informed of that.
Yeah, I just went and looked at your campaign. You guys have like 125 backers. That's awesome. Like that's for you know, you guys. It's your first time comic and everything. I mean, obviously, you're part of the indie community, you know, because you've been supporting everybody for so long. But to get 125 backers already, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm tickled pink. I mean, but like I love our team because our team is out there on shows pushing us to get more backers and stuff. So, I mean, I am so grateful for this team, and I'm grateful for everybody for letting us be on their shows because like normally podcasters are scheduling 2-3 months in advance, and due to my surgery, I didn't know, and like everybody's like, oh no, we'll find you guys a spot. We'll find you a spot. We'll find you a spot. So I'm grateful for everybody for being supportive of us.
Yeah, that's groovy. That's groovy. I know a lot of guys that struggle to get to that 100 mark. So the fact that you guys are already there with another week to go, well, 10 days for you guys.
Yeah,
I'm done in a week, but you guys have like 10 days. So that's great. I mean, congrats. I'm super impressed with what you guys have done. I'm a backer, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Are you a backer?
But
of course,
I've told Trish she can't say anything about who's a backer because you're not supposed to reveal anything off the backer report.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
No, you can say it because that's you. But Trish can't say anything about the backer report.
No, and see, I wanted to do giveaways, but then Mike's like, you can't, honey, because if you're like so-and-so backed or so-and-so backed, okay, well, then you can be part of the giveaway. And then
listen, I'm going to tell you a secret. We all talk about it. It doesn't matter. We all talk about it. We all do giveaways. We all do. Like if you look, for example, Brian Polito does his raffles every week. Dan Mendoza does his like weekly like live shows, and if you're a backer, then you can win swag or whatever. We all do that stuff. So I don't do it nearly as enough as I should, just because I'm not a showman like that. But we all do it. So don't sweat it. If you want to get out there and be like, come on, backers, I'll come see our live stream and we're gonna give you some stuff away. Like, it's totally fine. You're fine. Don't sweat.
No, Tom's the type of showman that goes, okay, I have this book. Oh my God, where did I get this? Oh, I can't show you guys this. And then everybody wants to bid on it.
Anybody want this? Anybody want this?
I have 3 of them.
That's how we do it. Anybody want this?
Well,
no,
see,
like
Trish, and that's the
said,
same thing.
I
We did
wanna give
giveaways
everything
first.
away anyway, so.
Well,
I'll
and
just surprise
Trish, it's like on my campaign for Stefpool Circle of Destruction, we did giveaways for the current backers and, for previous backers and for, all the backers and stuff. So,
Yeah,
I mean, everybody does it.
Well, yeah, it just ended up being everybody got one.
That's okay.
Well, it's just because I always end up doing that. I'm always like, well, I'm just going to throw this in for everybody. Not always, but sometimes I feel obliged to give stuff away to everybody.
Well,
everybody's going to get their shocker.
There's a game show element to Kickstarter that has been developed over the last handful of so many years and so on. So just if you feel like embracing that part of it, then just go for it. No one's gonna worry about it.
Listen, everybody loves free shit, so like somebody's gonna turn you in because they won a freaking
Right. That's true, but you never know. The first time somebody might be jealous.
And that first person that does that's a fucking dick. I'm telling you right now.
But knowing our luck, we have that. We'll end up with that dick if I tried to give
we,
something away.
We probably don't have that kind of luck, but if you can't figure out how it's going to make your campaign better,
right?
You're literally just throwing stuff away. I mean, you can promise to send a Diet Coke to everybody on the campaign, but that's just going to be,
I'll take one.
That'd be like $10 shipping added to every order.
Oh shit! Can we get it? I can't get it.
Add on your Diet Coke. It's add on your Diet Coke week. Yeah.
All right, guys, I got the perfect first day backer bonus. So for this project that's launching at the end of the month, we're gonna do this as a window decal.
And who's making this?
Is that how Helen Keller happened?
Oh my god, this is too much. Oh, I'll have those. I'll order those from where I always order my.
Okay, that's good because I'm not making those.
Oh well, come on, that's not that hard of a design.
She's putting too many limitations on this project already. I don't like it.
I know. That's it. I'm gonna have to make it a Rust Explode Studios exclusive. Jesus Christ, freaking Tiffaney. Holy shit! Look who it is. Blockbuster Video fucking decided to come in. Jesus Christ, dude! Did you have a full house today? Did you have to fucking clean up the buttered popcorn massacre? What kind of excuse do you have for your tardiness, sir?
Well, it's funny.
2 hours and 16.
He was watching Moonfall. Leave him alone.
I'm actually watching that on Monday.
There you go. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Oh, the popcorn
I've
burger.
already seen it, Mr. Bishop. I'm just saying. I've already seen it.
So the popcorn maker
that's
broke.
how important I am.
Yeah.
Did you go
the
on?
manager were like fucking taking like grinder to to try and get it to work, and it just didn't matter. I'm like,
Is it worth going to the theater for?
yeah, I mean it's like my part-time job.
No, I don't know. No. No.
Okay.
I mean, if you like the big effects stuff, sure. Just go make sure you see it on a matinee so you get the cheapest possible price. It's not like a bad movie, but it's not going to blow your mind.
Marcus Cedars have $5 Tuesdays. Where
That's perfect. That's 100%. That's
see. My nephew talked me to go watch the new Ninja Turtles on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
and I still haven't got any money back from him because that was the worst thing I've ever seen. I was sitting there after like 10 minutes, like,
come on, it had Megan Fox. You're fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Fine.
Are you gonna go see Batman?
Who are you talking
to? Who are you directing that to?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I want to know if you're gonna go.
I thought you said car seat, and I was thinking child's car seat. I'm sorry.
That fucking 3 hours long. So I don't know.
I was on a podcast earlier today. We were talking
Twilight Batman.
Yeah, I was on a podcast earlier today. We talked about Batman. Like everybody on the panel was like, "Fuck this, we're not watching this movie." So
yeah, people do that, but years ago, Michael Keaton was never going to be a good Batman.
Listen, I'm just gonna put that on right now. I'm gonna watch the '89 Batman. I've been wanting to watch it all day.
But
listen to the soundtrack at
can
work
watch
today.
all
before it came out.
Batman's the time it takes you to watch new Batman.
Keaton Batman's the best in my opinion. I mean, it's dark. It's kind of everything you want it to be.
Yeah, but you're right, Mike. And that's one of the things we talked about. It's like, you never know what you're going to get with this. But for me, I don't like Pattinson at all. Like, I have absolutely zero connection to Pattinson. But everything that they've shown me in the trailers, I'm like, yo, this just looks terrible. The only thing that I think that will probably be the case is Colin Farrell as the Penguin. I have a feeling he's going to probably steal the show because that dude is a fucking great actor, and the makeup they do on him is really good. I think he's going to steal the show. But I won't know because I'm not going to see it, at least not until it's on
Who's the
TV.
Riddler? Is that Paul Dano?
I don't. Yes. But they've fallen into the Bane mistake. Well, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, take that tape off his face, man. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're doing this again? So that's a bad design. That's a very bad design.
Yeah.
So I have. By the way, I have no opinions.
Tom, you don't like anything. What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you, Tom?
I literally just watched Lost Boys 3 and
I
said
know.
that I liked it. Okay, so
Listen, that's funny how you were watching those because
Move
my
on,
nephew,
There's a Lost Boys
who lived
3?
with us last year.
yeah.
He brought them up. Like the first thing he hands me is like a DVD with Lost Boys 2, and Lost Boys 3. And I'm like, get this shit out of here! I'm not gonna watch this. I'll watch Lost Boys, but I'm not gonna watch the 2 and 3.
Well, that's why I watched the other ones, is because I was doing packaging, and I just turned my iPad on to watch a movie while I packaged stuff, and I put Lost Boys on. And when it was done, I was like, oh yeah, there's like 2 more, right? And so I just went and found them and watched those 2 also. So I was like, yeah, we'll do the trilogy, man.
I like how you said the third one's better. Like the second one, there was just like a cash grab.
The second one's not very good. The third one is still not great, but it's watchable.
I mean, they're entertaining films. They're nothing spectacular.
Yeah,
it's just you know,
they're just vampire movies.
Yeah, I mean, the first one made money, and the studio's like, "Hey, we need to make some more, so let's do some more, half price."
Yep.
Well,
Exactly how it works.
you guys will never believe what Mike dug out last night to watch. Beastmaster. He's like, "Honey, I want to watch a movie." I'm like, "Okay."
Leave Beastmaster alone. It is awesome.
I've never in my life seen Beastmaster, and a friend of mine has it on his Plex. So I was like, all right, I'm going to watch this fucking... Because I know who Mark Singer is. So
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to watch Beastmaster. And I'm like, yo, what is this, man? And not only that, but how did there become 3 Beastmasters?
Right, exactly.
That's crazy.
The second one's like, he travels to the future, too, by the way.
Also, crazy fun fact, Mark Singer was in episode 3 of Planet of the Apes, the TV show. As a gladiator dude, son of a gladiator dude. Yeah.
Listen, I loved Beastmaster when I was a kid. I tried watching it when I was like 22 with somebody, and I was just like, some parts were okay, the rest of them just kind of like okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
I
ever
feel like
gonna watch
Tanya
this
Roberts
again.
is the value of Beastmaster.
Oh, it's 100%, 100%.
I can't find copies of it anywhere.
So listen, my take on it is I don't see any movie in theaters anymore. The last time we went to a movie in theaters, our son cut 2 of his fingers off at the babysitter.
No
shit.
shit.
That was the first time we went out with no kids, and it was the last time we went to the theater.
Okay, yeah, but that's a little different than saying I'm not gonna go to the movie theater because I don't want to watch movies in the theater.
Right, that's a traumatic experience. That's Batman style stuff, you know, where you're like,
yeah,
oh,
like
my kid
literally,
cut his fingers off at the theater, so now I'm going to become a vigilante against movie theaters.
Well, like literally, like
all these theaters down.
Well, see, so Adriana was just born. Roderick was still recovering, you know, from his first open heart surgery, and so I thought I was like, oh, we'll do something nice for Tiffany's birthday. The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The first, and so like the first Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was coming out. I'm like, Tiffany, I really want to see that, and I really want to see it, so it'll be fun. We'll go to Sugar Fire Smokehouse, we'll get the barbecue, and then we'll go watch that and you know, go and pick up the kids. So I talked to one of my coworkers who had a daughter that was the same exact age as Roderick, and Adriana was like literally like a month and 15 days, so 45 days old. And so we drop the kids off, we go to Sugar Fire, night's going great, we go and watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And like we get to the very end when they reveal who Colin Farrell's playing, and like literally it's like the last 5 minutes of the film, and our phones just start blowing up. We're like, what the fuck's going on? So I go out in the hall and I'm like, hello. And she's like, we need to get you to get here now. We think Roger needs to go to the hospital. I'm like, what happened? He cut his fingers off. And I'm like, what? I go into Tiffany. I'm like, we gotta go now.
True story.
Hold on.
It happened at the theater. It happened while you were at the theater.
Yeah.
We think we need to go to the hospital. What happened? He cut his fingers off.
Yeah.
No shit. You need to go to the hospital.
True story.
I'm sitting here thinking like he got him stuck in the chair or something. You know, like the chairs that go up and down.
So how?
Oh yeah. So like
story in my head.
Oh, so I'll get there. So we're like, what the fuck? Yeah, of course, take him to the hospital. Well, so I'm doing 100 through Union. It's like 40 mile an hour. I'm like, I don't give a shit. The cop's gonna chase me all the way out to Whiskey Creek. I give 0 fucks right now. We get out there and I'm like, I call 911. I'm like, hey, we need an ambulance. Oh, it'll probably be about 40 minutes. Like, screw that. I'll be there before then. Boom. click. And so they called me back. They're like, well, you know, you can get pulled over for that. I'm like, go the fuck away, click. And I mean, we did like 100 down the highway, like this windy ass highway 8. We get to the hospital. So what happened is Roderick was sitting at the table eating dinner with Skylar, which is her daughter that, you know, was the same age as Roderick, like a week older. And he got down from the table, and when he turned around to make Skylar another sandwich, Roderick tried climbing back up onto the chair, and it was one of those high back bar chairs, and the chair went down. They had a tile floor, and it cut these two fingers off right here at the knuckle, and so it knocked the nails off, and it cut them off. It was brutal. And but she didn't want to take him to the hospital because of all of his heart problems. She didn't know anything about his medical history, and it wasn't bleeding out because she had it tightly wrapped in paper towels. So we understood why she didn't take him to the hospital. But like we were like, fuck this. We're not the first time in a year and a half we finally decide, okay, we're gonna leave our kid with somebody because there's all this shit going on.
And you blame it on the
we're
theater.
Never doing this again.
So
we're
here's
never
the
going
big
to the theater
question.
again.
Now, when you watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them at home, you get to the end, you start getting anxious and freak out. Like PTSD.
No, this is literally how it went. So I bought it when it came out. I'm like, yeah, we're finally gonna get to watch the movie. This is when we realized there was only 5 fucking minutes in the movie left. Like literally, like we could have stayed for the credits and then went and took him to the hospital if there was that much of the fucking movie left.
I can see that story.
I was
Like,
like,
hey,
are
wow,
you
why
kidding
did
me?
it take you so long to get here? Well, there was an end credit scene, and we had to get to it. Didn't want to miss the end credits.
So in 20 years, when Roderick says, "Mommy, Daddy, why do they call me Stubby?"
Like,
End
why don't my
credits.
middle finger work right? Well, we had to watch the end credits scene before we took you to the hospital.
Mommy, what's this scar on my finger? what is that?
Or the,
Blame it on
or
Harry
the
Potter.
hospital would help those kids out, by the way. Help your kid out with those fingers.
Well, that's what I'm scrolling to. So everybody was asking. I'll show you guys. They reattached his fingers. So this was at the hospital. This was at the hospital.
Nice.
Yummy.
And so
Looks like he dipped his.
they sewed it back together. They sewed his nails back on so that it would heal properly.
You know, you
And
could
then-
like give
so,
a
yeah,
graphic warning.
Oh,
well, I mean, I just said he cut his fucking fingers off if people didn't get the hint. So this is how old he was.
We
There's
all watch
Sissy.
horror movies in here. We're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
We were
And
talking
so,
about brown showers and golden showers. I think we're past graphic warnings.
And so this was like 2 weeks afterwards. I think this was around Thanksgiving.
I missed the golden showers conversation.
Yes.
You did.
Yes, you did.
missed the whole
Yeah,
lot.
that was 3 days after Thanksgiving.
You missed the Red Wings conversation too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah.
what-
Tiffany wants to
really
get on
hot
that
dog?
subject. Yeah.
So, question for the class: what is your
We
house
don't have
in
glazed
Harry
donuts.
Potter?
Sorry, Trish.
What?
What is your house in Harry Potter?
I still didn't hear you. Sorry, my machine's going behind me. Do what?
What house do you belong to?
Oh, Gryffindor.
What house do you belong to?
Yes.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
That's an easy one. And so there they
I'm
were.
a
This
hobbit.
was.
Hufflepuff.
This was. You're a hobbit. This was 2 months later. So his fingers now that it's been what 3 years since it's happened. Now his fingers look somewhat normal, but you can still see like
His
right
nail
along
is
here at the
still,
knuckle.
like fucked up hardcore.
So here's a question for
Yeah,
you.
his nail's
Do-
still really screwed up.
Russell, should I put like little scars on his fingers?
Oh yeah.
You don't have to do that far. You can if you want.
That far.
Well, I mean, it would make it you know, it's unique for him. So it'd be something special.
Well, it's an Easter egg, so yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So, what was your guys' answer? I couldn't hear everybody.
I have never.
So
seen
mine
it.
was I'm not going to go see it because we are never going to the theater again due to the traumatic experience. Tom said no because he fucking doesn't like anything and he hates everything and has no opinion.
No, I like Lost Boys 3. I literally went through the. I like
How
Lost Boys
do you
3.
belong to?
That's what she's talking. She's talking about Harry Potter.
Oh,
It's not.
I'm
Third
still
House
stuck on the
the
last
Left.
question. Who wants to go watch Sparkly Batman?
It's Last
Who wants to go
House
watch
on the
Sparkly
Left.
Batman? There's my opinion on the movie. If I were to go
Last
see
House
it.
on the Left.
Sparkly Batman.
I'm Gryffindor.
So Russ's opinion of which house he is in Harry Potter is sparkling Batman house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one that has
Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and sparkling Batman house, which has just Ross in it.
That's the
Hagrid
next
lives
chapter.
by
Sparkly
himself.
Batman.
Not in the sparkling Batman house.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's my transfiguration. So what's yours, Rodney?
I have never seen a Harry Potter movie. I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
you're so freaking lucky, dude. I envy you.
Are you kidding me?
Tom
No.
only envies you because he wants to watch them all again.
No,
Fresh
about.
eyes.
I've never seen them. Never.
Okay, we have to come to your house and we have to have a Harry Potter marathon.
No, run. Lock the doors, gates, everything.
Oh,
It's
be
okay,
quiet.
Rodney.
You don't like
you can
anything.
Shut it down.
That's okay, Rodney. If we ever come there, Tiffany can stay in your ski shed that you keep Tina in when she gets out of hand.
No, I never have. I don't have anything against them. I'm sure I would probably like them.
You would.
But I've just, I think when those were coming out, I was working in a machine shop and I was working 10-hour days, 6 days a week. And I was in a bad place mentally. I was so depressed because I hated my life and I hated that job. And I was trying to get back into comics and nothing was happening. So I just kind of divorced myself from the world, went to work and came home and went to bed.
So this is 6 months later. First off, I have to show off that face.
Sourpuss.
He still
But
makes
that's
that face.
kind of what his fingers still kind of look like right now. You see how they're kind of misfigured?
Yeah.
So I can send you those pictures if you need them, Rodney.
Yeah, just send me that one. I don't need all the gross ones.
Well, too late. He sent you all of them.
He's
Tina
lying.
open
He
those
just
up.
wants that one so he can do
Listen,
a
those
panel of
pictures,
Rodri.
all those pictures are better than Harry Potter, so you're fine.
You are no.
I'll let Tina open those pictures.
I like how
That's
Tiffany.
Like, what the?
If I remember
I'm
the
making
story,
him-
Tiffany never liked Harry Potter.
I am making Tom
Originally.
a Harry Potter snow globe tumbler, and he better use it.
Listen, he won't use it. He only drinks from Kylo Ren.
That's right.
He
that's
better
right.
use it.
So Tom, you've seen them and you don't like them?
I haven't seen all of them. There's like 8 of them. I think I've seen 4, I think, because I saw the first couple and I was like, this is shit. And then like I saw a couple more. I know I saw the last one because I remember them getting to the end and like Voldemort like gets to the school and then they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, we're here. Now what do we do?
Tom,
I'm like, this is the worst ending ever.
Tom got lost when they got to the scene where one of the wizards lost his lightsaber to a Star Wars phaser, and he was our Star Trek phaser, and he was just like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on right now. And so he watched one of the bootleg copies.
And I've never read the books either, so I don't even. That's not even a conversation. But like, I give them credit; they're highly creative. Like, they're massively creative from a visual sense of things. Highly, massively creative. So there's a lot to see. If you like the visuals, there's that. But just from a storytelling standpoint, this is way too long of a story. There's way too much they're trying to do.
Yeah,
here.
and see, for me,
and if you watch one of them, there's a troll scene in the bathroom, and it's.
I have a hard time cutting out 2 hours to watch.
You needed one of those jizz racks too.
Working on something.
No, you just leave us for a football game.
Well, hey, football's football.
Oh, shots fired.
That's okay. Hey, I won't run from that. Who Day? Bengals are football, baby.
I'm really kind of wonder what people are gonna do when the new movie comes out.
There you go.
Because people were so mad about them taking Johnny Depp out of it. They were talking they weren't going to go see it, blah, 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 blah. Now that they're starting to gear up for the new Fantastic Beasts movie to come out without Johnny Depp, I wonder how many people have just forgot that they're never going to see it.
Probably everybody.
Well, you got Mads Mikkelsen is taking over, and everybody likes Mads. So
I mean, you're upgrading with Mads Mikkelsen.
It'll be a non-starter.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
So Ronnie, I have to ask,
a better actor.
how much bigger than your statue is Tina's statue for when you had to apologize when you actually found out you were wrong?
Probably 3 times the size.
3 times the size. So generally, your makeup statue's got to be about 3 times the size. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Because apparently Rodney was right twice for a second time last year, and then bring Tina in here. We need verification. 5 times.
She went to bed.
It's up to 5.
It's up to 5.
It's being fudged. It's being fudged.
She went to bed. Oh my god, it was so funny. She was like, Rod got another trophy today because he was twice for the second time this year, and we were all dying laughing. And then like a month later, she's like, I retract that second trophy from Rodney because we found out he was wrong. And I was like, oh my god, he's got to return the trophy and go get her one 3 times that size. Oh Jesus. But I think the Harry Potter movies were good. But you guys really want to see a good one? I think it was like, which one was it with the troll in the bathroom? Like,
that was the first one.
That's the first one. That's the.
Is it the first one?
Yeah,
it's been forever since I've seen that. Like, Tiffany always watches it with the kids when I'm not home. So I come in and they're on like Chamber of Secrets or something else, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that is the first one.
The kids love Harry Potter too.
That's my go-to. If Mike's in the bathroom for too long, I'll turn on Harry Potter.
Holy fuck, Mike! How long are you in the bathroom for?
Too long could be 2 minutes.
Because the way my thought process on this, the way my thought process on that is like, you go to the bathroom and you're in there for like 15, 20 minutes. She's like, well, fuck, I'm turning on Harry Potter.
I might as well watch Harry Potter now, yeah.
Well, no, you're not understanding. Too long is the amount of time it takes Trish to get the moat. Now, I don't keep the moat like in a different house. It's right here in this room. So me going to the bathroom, I've seen Trish
if he's in
get
there
up.
Longer than 5 minutes,
I've seen her get up while I'm walking to the bathroom
and turn on Harry Potter.
You know what?
He like goes right to the DVD shelf. Which one today?
With somebody,
Order
you
of the
know
Phoenix.
that walk that they're going to be in there for like 15, 20 minutes. You know that walk.
And then when I get
see, Tom doesn't like Harry Potter, but he knows the titles of the movies.
And she's
it's in the popular culture, man.
Watching for Harry
I think
Potter.
that's the only one I know.
We just have to watch the rest of the 4-hour Harry Potter movie as a commercial in whatever we were watching.
No,
my nephew did that the other day. He's like, I'll buy you lunch. I'm like, sure. And then the food gets here and he's like, but I get to choose what we're watching. And he fucking watches Harry Potter. I'm like,
oh, dude, I would just leave.
See, but
I disown you.
The whole Harry Potter thing's gotten a little sideways. Because now I just start putting on wrestling anytime Trish moves to go get a pop or something. So I'm like, what?
See,
I thought we were watching just
I gotta know, like, I gotta know though, like, what thought process goes on in Trisha's mind? Like, Mike has been in the bathroom too long. I'm gonna have to put on a 2.5-hour movie. I mean, my question is what is Mike doing in there? Which towel do we need to send him? The yellow one, the white one, or the brown one? I mean, what kind of cleanup are we talking here?
All of the above.
All of the above. The great one.
The black represents bubonic plague.
Bubonic plague. Well, I didn't know we were bringing that back. Is that like a new comic that you're writing? Wait a minute here.
Yeah, that goes along with the melting hearts.
Yeah, with the melting heart.
Hey guys, I got a jet. All right.
It's football.
Bye, Rodney.
Again.
All right, man. Have a good one, Rodney. Guys, check out Hazzum.com for all the goodness of Rodney Fike. And check him out on Thursday Night Throwdown, Friday Night Draw with Sean Forney. And catch him doing some pretty badass sketch covers. Have a good night, sir.
All right. See you guys.
See you, Rodney.
Later,
See you,
Trey.
Rodney.
Oh.
Oh,
we just
we just
there
lost
were
somebody else.
6.
Yeah, we just lost Martin. Then there were 6
Well,
down.
unfortunately, you're going to lose me in 18 minutes because I've pushed on for 3 hours. I should only be sitting for 2.
Oh, you're such a trooper. See, no, you owe me like 6 hours for like all the shows you've left me on. So we're gonna keep you on here till like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh my
You gotta
gosh! I had other shows that wanted me. I'm sorry that you guys are all on Saturday night.
You got to just lay on
Well,
the floor
we're
with
more
your
important.
phone like this, and just like
Yeah, we're more
down with-
important. See, we're the fun show. I mean, this is the only show you get to talk about Jizz Be Gone and like smokable weed stickers and scratch and sniff panty stickers. I mean, you have those in your Kickstarter, right? So tell everybody about the scratch and sniff panty set.
Oh, so if we hit the normal amount, the $5,000 amount, everybody's going to get scratch and sniff bra and panty stickers. Because I came up with the idea because everybody that I knew that does kind of a sexy title had joked about that. For 2 years, I listened to them talk about we're going to get scratch and sniff bra and panty stickers. Well, so I finally went out and I can do it. I know how to do it. And so that's what I'm going to do.
It's not quite everybody.
Right.
Tom's book is a sexy book, but he never talks about scratch and stiff panties.
But Kara did, Wendy did, Jim even talked about
I just want to
it.
know what sexy book that you're talking about that had car seats in it. I mean,
Right? Wait, did you say kids' car seat? What are you doing in a kid's car seat?
So you guys missed this. So at the beginning of the show, first off, she mistaked a glazed donut for a penis. And she literally thought it was an image of a penis. And Mike's like, if your dick hole's that big, when you pee, you're going to lose a testicle. And then Rodney was like, that testicle's so big you can shit through it. And Trish is like, well, I don't know. So we're all like giving her shit about, it must have been a while since she's seen one. But anyway,
like the glazed
so then
donut
later on, we're talking about the Jizz Be Going Kickstarter and how we're going to have car seat covers for when you leave your kids at home and you go out on date night, but you want to have some peace and quiet and be on your own. Then we've got a car seat cover. And she's like, what do you mean?
What are you doing in a
does this
kid's
have to do
car
with kids?
seat?
Why would you do it with the kids? Why would you do it in a kid's car seat? And I'm like, who said kids? I'm like, the car seat. A car seat cover. A bench seat car seat cover.
If somebody says a car seat, doesn't that sound like it's the kid's car seat?
I mean, what else are you gonna think of when you hear car seat?
A car seat?
Okay, listen, when you go to AutoZone.com, O'Reilly's.com, Walmart.com, Amazon.com, and you put car seat cover,
seat.
You don't need a
I was
car
going to bring
seat
up
covers.
his seat. I was just going to bring up seat covers for cars.
No, it's not. I look it up right now. It's going to bring up car seats, like for kids.
Anyway, so Tom, when's the next Penny
It's
for Your
on.
Soul coming out? Because I can't wait.
Everybody, yeah, I know. I actually was talking about that earlier today too. I was on a lot of podcasts today. Holy crap!
When you buy Tom's house,
Ha ha.
We
Here
have.
you go.
It's
Suck
probably
it.
going to be like, because next year we have plans for next year. It's probably going to be like maybe 20.
What's that, Trish?
I don't know. Mike is looking it up.
Look, that's your business right there. Walmart, the company you work for. Car seat covers. See, even the company knows what we're talking about. You're gonna have to take a special training class for Sam's to figure out what car seat covers are.
People ask for car seat
Because
covers.
I'm a mom.
She sends them to the kids.
Because I'm a mom, and when you say car seat covers, I'm assuming it's for kids, not for sexual play.
Tiffany's a mom. She knew what I was talking about, didn't you, Tiffany?
I did only because I know you, but I would have thought car seat, like baby car seats too.
Anyway, so back to Penny for Your
Maybe
Soul.
it's just a girl thing.
Yes, sorry.
Maybe you guys don't remember that there are seats in cars. You can only picture children in cars now. You don't even know where to put your ass, I guess, no more. Because it goes on the car seat. underneath your ass is typically the car seat.
So you have
Well,
so you have Ursa Minor coming out in March,
Yep.
and Bad Kitty's coming out sometime probably before June.
I would think so. I have no clue. It's not up to me. They have their Dynamite has their schedule, and whatever it is what it is. So once they tell me, I will tell all of you. But so all I can do at this point is just it's Ursa Minor, and then it's Goth Day, and then it's Ursa Minor again.
Is Goth Day gonna be like a part, like keep going from the book that was there last year?
Yeah, it'll be like
Okay,
issue
awesome.
2. Yeah.
CBZ doing the interiors.
Yep.
Yeah,
awesome. He'll be starting that pretty soon. I talked to him about that late last year. I was like, "Can you do it?" He's like, "Yeah, I think I can do it." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Let's get
I really
done.
like what he did with the interiors last year. That was awesome.
Yeah, and we're gonna, we'll continue that type of style. Hopefully, we can get Wes to color it again. But yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. I think it'll be a cool book. It's not going to be like an exact continuation. Like we stopped here and we're going to continue on. It's going to be a little bit more examination of the world, but it'll all kind of fit together, and it should be cool.
So, are you doing any other holidays this year?
Yeah, we're doing Princess Day. Princess Day is
November, right?
18th. I want to say it's like the 18th. It might be earlier, but Princess Day, whatever Princess Day is in November. We'll have a Princess Day, Princesses versus Zombies book as well. I don't know if we're going to do anything else along the way or not, but
I'm scared of you with your fucking
we will have at
spatula.
least
Get
those
out of here.
couple.
I'm working. Get out of
It'll be
here.
fun. And then we'll
take that
then
fucking
we'll
spatula.
But and then a lot of that will be
beat your
Bad
ass
Kitty
with it.
too, because if Dynamite's
Yeah, look,
like,
now you broke
hey,
the
here's
kitchen
Bad Kitty,
spatula.
and then we want to do more Bad Kitty, CB and I
Get
are
outta
like, okay, let's go. We're gonna
Right.
dive back in because I've got essentially the pitch for what it'll be. It's just a matter of them deciding what they want to do and how fast they want to do it. And then actually, I actually have another pitch for another character that they said I could do.
For the same company?
For Dynamite.
Yeah.
Don't
Brothers,
tell
what
anybody.
the fuck is going on with your audio?
Is it
So,
Red
yeah.
Sonja?
No. This is for another character that has not been around. It was funny because it was one of these books that I found in one of these collections that I bought. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I realized what it was, and I was like, oh shit, Dynamite has this. And so I was like, you guys haven't done anything with this character, right? And they're like, nope. And I was like, so shall we do something with it? And they were like, yep. So there we go.
Well,
so I
they're
have that.
going to say no. Like they're going to be like, no, don't even bother. It's like, no. Give us what you can, and we'll see what you can do.
I guess, right? I mean, it's one of these things where it's like, literally, I don't think the character has been used since they've had it, at all. I'm not even sure it was in the early stuff, like the Chaos miniseries or anything. I don't think it's been touched at all. So it's a wide open property, and it's badass. And I'm like, yeah, we can do something really cool with this. And they were like, yeah, go, show us what you want to do. So I got that in my back pocket too. But there's no big rush on that thing. I have to develop that and figure out what it's going to be. And
Are you
then
Are you doing another Ursa Minor this year besides?
There'll be 3
Ursa
Ursa Minors. Yeah, Ursa Minor will be March, July, and October. Just like we kind of normally do with our books. Like last year, July was Camp Rad Dog, so we Oz shifted around that stuff. But because we did Critter in January, we didn't have a January campaign for books, so it'll be March, July, October to wrap up all of that. Yeah.
No Camp Ragdog 2 this year?
No, there's just no time for it.
So that'll be next summer then probably?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, Jim and I already know what it is. So we just have to lay the schedule out so that it works appropriately. But I there was no way I was gonna take Critter off the board to do a Camp Rad Dog 2. I'm like, I just need that spot.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make this happen, and then we'll figure out how to do this next year. with more camps. So yeah, we are, like I said, we already knew what it was before the last one ended. We had talked about like, okay, what do we do for part 2? And I pitched an idea to him, and he was like, dude, that's awesome. And I was like, okay, good. So we got it. It's there. Probably next year we'll work it in.
How many Kickstarters could you run in a year? Technically,
Well,
if you were like,
it depends on how fast you fulfill, right? I mean, as long as
Right.
you're fulfilling quickly, you can do more. But if you do a 3-week Kickstarter, the actual Kickstarter is 3 weeks. It takes 2 more weeks just automatically for Kickstarter to finalize the campaign. So even if you do a 3-week campaign, it's a minimum of 5 weeks, right? And then you have survey time. You got to give them at least a couple of weeks to do survey time. So you're already looking at every campaign is at least automatically 2 months. And then you have fulfillment, right? So, every 3-ish months, if you were really, really moving fast, you could do a campaign every like 3 months, which is kind of what we do. We kind of do them quarterly. And then every now and then we'll slip something in like Goth Day. Goth Day is just like a week-long campaign, so we can kind of like drop it in, and it'll be a 3-week campaign because of surveys and everything. But we can kind of get it in, fulfill it, move on to the next one. So it's tricky. I mean, and then we did like when we did Bikini Day. Bikini Day was just 24 hours. We did 1 day.
let's not talk about Bikini Day. That's
you missed that, didn't you?
Yeah, I was at work, and then like by the time I got on there, like 10 minutes later, they're all gone. I was like, "Fuck you!"
Oh my god!
I mean, I got
crazy.
the Patreon one, but yeah.
Oh right. Yeah. So
which I like better, by the way, with the shark. It's
sure,
awesome.
of course. It's got a shark. It's cooler. Nope, there's no question. No question.
So like on your day so like it's more than 100 days per campaign. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, basically, when you include Kickstarter's finalization and then surveys, yeah, for sure. It'll take a while. So just from the basic day number that you have to do, like you're required to do. I mean, we could shorten it. I could do 2-week campaigns and then 2 weeks of finalization, and but how can you really do a realistic campaign in 2 weeks? Like, I don't know. It's wonky.
Well,
so
the other
I
thing
think,
is you have the 2-week approval process for the new campaign. So
that's really only about 5 days. You and as long as you're planning ahead, you're fine on that. It's really just the
unless they
part.
hit a busy season like they did in 2020, where it was taking them a month, 2 months to freaking.
I never had that problem. But again, I've been doing Kickstarter.
I haven't either. I've been approved instantly on all 3 of them.
Yeah, they may have looked at me and been like, he's fine, just do it.
Listen, it's not all Luis Torres where he has to, cover every single cover.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not like, hey, I'm doing a porn book, and they're like, no, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. So yeah.
So like we can't even fucking pronounce the title of this dude's book. Just push it through. It's in another language, and they didn't even look at the rest of it.
Well, I mean, I know Jim has problems with it all the time, so it wouldn't surprise me that Lewis has issues.
Yeah, but Jim's got it figured out. Jim just blacks everything out, and he's
he just does cover A. It's just the title.
It just says
black.
A.
Yeah, everything's black but this. All you see is the eyes.
Yeah. It's funny because I've put nude covers on my campaigns before. Like on Penny for Your Soul, I've just put the boobs on there with nothing covering them. And
show us what you're working on, Tiffany.
I've never been given even a warning of like, you can't do this or you have to fix it. They're just like, yep, go, man. So it's really kind of weird how, sometimes they're gonna target. I mean, now granted, with Jim and with Lewis, they do far more actual legitimate sexy sex stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of pin up nude. So it's a little bit different. But I've never been told like, hey, you got to fix this. Which, it's fine. It's good.
I don't know. We're going to find out what Kickstarter thinks about Jizz being on.
I'm looking forward to that shit.
Listen, if a guy can make $100,000 selling his urine, I hope you can make a lot of money selling Jizz Be Gone towels.
You might have to be my first friend that goes new one, Zoop. Have you heard of that new one?
Yeah. It's from what I understand, it's a curated thing, so you have to be approved. Like you have to be approved on Kickstarter too, but like legitimately, like they're looking for specific people, types of things, and it's not just sort of an open public thing. That's the way
What
that I
is it?
understand it. I may be wrong. It's called Zoop. It's just another crowdfunding thing.
Huh.
Has anybody here funded anything on Indiegogo?
Nope.
I mean, I do it all the time with Star Trek documentaries. So
I'm not talking like comic books or anything, like, because Steph Wilson said like he hasn't got anything from anything he funded on Indiegogo.
Jason Dube's the only one we've backed on.
No, we backed Jason Dube's book Shadow Hunters, and we backed a movie called Bad Girls, and I got both of them, but you know, it could just be luck.
Well, there's a lot. There is a lot of stuff on Indiegogo that is not arriving.
I have some Kickstarters that are quite far back there that still haven't arrived. So I mean,
So let me ask this though: you said you bought a movie called Bad Girls. Do you have a use for Jizz Gone, sir? Because there's a campaign launching at the end of the month for Jizz Gone, where you can clean yourself up at the whip of your hand with these microfiber towelettes. Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, and I've never backed anything on Indiegogo, so I don't even.
I haven't either. There's a lot of people that will only fund on Indiegogo that don't take to Kickstarter, and there's a lot of people that Kickstarter that go to Indiegogo. But if you are like Indiegogo only, I refuse to back it. Just the only thing that I can take away from Indiegogo that I wish Kickstarter was more like, and that was they took your money right away. Because how many times have you backed something and forgot you pledged to something, and then all of a sudden this big ass chunk of money comes out, and you're like, oh, shit!
Well, and from a creator standpoint, like we just talked about, all the dropouts, right? With Indiegogo, it's just
you can't drop out.
That's what I like about it. It's like you don't have to think about it; it's just there, you know.
Yeah, boom. Oh, I got $50. I'm going to pledge to him. A lot of people say, oh, well, if with Kickstarter, if you don't have the money, if you don't have the money in the account, you can pledge and it'll take it out later. I'm like, no, you can't. Kickstarter checks and does a pre-auth to make sure the money's in your account before you can pledge, whether it's taking it out later or not. You have to have it. Like you can make a $200 pledge and have $150 in your account. It kicks it out. But that's the only thing I like about Indiegogo is it takes the money immediately, which that was one of the things is there's no dropouts. I mean, you could ask for a refund before the campaign ends, but you know, at least you know the money's there, and you don't have to sit there for 7 days going, "Oh my God, are all these cards that didn't go through going to go through?" But Indiegogo just doesn't have the audience. Like every project I go through, like there's people on there with like $1,500 goals that can't even make that on like their 5th book, and then they come to Kickstarter and they make $10,000. And it really makes you go, why the fuck does anybody spend the time to build an Indiegogo account if this dude did 10 grand on Kickstarter and couldn't even hit a $1,500 goal on Indiegogo, and he's launched all of them on Indiegogo?
I mean, I have a feeling Indiegogo is just more film-based people. It's just, I mean, sure you can do books and stuff, but I see more.
Well, my problem with Indiegogo from the get-go has been this: Kickstarter's personal. I mean, I do these shows, I do these artist interviews. I like to be personal. Let's find out about the creator. Let's not sit here and talk for 6 fucking hours about the project that you've been on 100 other podcasts talking about. Let's get on and talk about you. Like, what are your inspirations? How were you inspired to come up with this idea? What are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do? What are your favorite comics? You know, the stuff that's personal. And that's what I like about Kickstarter. You get on Kickstarter, you can read all about it. And there's all these cool, funny videos that people put in there. You can interact with the creators. Indiegogo is a fucking store. It's literally like going to Barnes & Noble or Walmart or GameStop and pre-ordering a book, a movie, a game, music. You go on there and you're like, oh, this is what you got for sale. Okay, cool. This looks neat. Click. It's bought. And that's the end.
And that's,
like
there's people that like that. They don't care about all the other stuff. They just want to say,
exactly.
Give me my thing. And
just give me the fucking thing. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Just give it to me.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's different audiences. They're there for different reasons, and you just got to be aware. If you want to use both, there's no reason not to, but you need to be aware of how both of them work and what the audience is on each is looking for. Otherwise, you're not gonna have the success.
I mean,
have you tried Indiegogo, like to put Big Dog Ink on there at all?
No.
It's
a completely different thing too. Like, because I have an account there, and I've looked at it, like how to set it up. All the image formats are different from Kickstarter. Like, you literally have to start from scratch. You're at zero. There's nothing that you can carry over other than like your words, your writing words. But all the images have to be done in different sizes, and I'm just like, yo, fuck.
Yeah, I can just see Tom like goes. He's like, okay, we're gonna put one on there. Oh, fuck this! After like 5 minutes, he's
this is like Pattinson Batman. This is terrible.
Tom's like, I just did this 4 weeks ago. I don't want to have to do it again. It's like losing your fucking paper after writing it for 3 weeks.
Well, I noticed like Phil had put Tragedy 2 on Indiegogo the other day. I didn't look at it. I was like, what's going on with this? Didn't we just get through on Kickstarter?
Yeah, so a lot of people do. So here's the way. Yeah, it's called an after campaign. So what a lot of the creators do is they go to Kickstarter. They'll kickstart their campaign, and then they'll roll over their campaign onto Indiegogo once their Kickstarter ends to try to appeal to whatever audience that refuses to. Well, there's a lot of people that refuse to back Kickstarter because of Kickstarter's belief, and
or you missed it on Kickstarter.
Or if you missed it on Kickstarter. But the biggest thing about Indiegogo is this: Indiegogo allows you to do your campaign, and then you can leave your product up as a store. So instead of having to pay for a website to put your product on, when you kickstart it, you can go to Indiegogo, do like a $500 flexible goal. You meet that easily, and it's over. And then when it ends, you can put the store up on there. And when people say, hey, is your book for sale? You just send them that Indiegogo link, and then go buy it just like they would if they would go to your website. Now, of course, Indiegogo takes a fee for that. So if you don't want to spend the money or take the time to build your website, you're losing money. But either way, you're still losing money because, I mean, for me, for the website for 3 years, it was like $400, including the domain and the web builder and the storefront and all the analytics and all that. So, I mean, I don't know what percentage Indiegogo takes, but I mean, that is an option. So you'll see a lot of people on Kickstarter do that. Or you'll have people like Jeremy Noble that goes to Indiegogo, ran one campaign and said, fuck Indiegogo, I'll never run anything on that biggest piece of shit platform ever again because of what Tom was talking about. So listen, he does 80 fucking covers on a book, and then he goes to Indiegogo and he had to redo all of those pictures, and he didn't make but like $800. And says after they took their fee, he did all that work and he didn't make anything. He was so mad. Like, he was like, fuck Indiegogo in that one live stream.
I can just imagine Tom has like 12 covers, fucking Jim's 80 covers, and Jim goes through and then slogs through that shit just to put that up there and make no money.
Oh, he did. He put it all up on there, and so I was like, hey, are you doing it on Indiegogo this time? And he went on this like tirade backstage. He's like, fuck Indiegogo. He's like, I'm never running anything on that piece of shit ever again. It's so funny.
I mean, I just went on Whatnot last night and or before here, and I'm just like, hey, here's like I sold 15 books in an hour, and that's more than I would ever do on freaking Indiegogo. And all I have to do is turn my phone on. It's like some of these places have to realize ease of use is important. And Whatnot is not perfect. I have problems with Whatnot that I've already told them. I'm like, yo, you got to fix this shit because there's easier ways to do this. But it's good enough that you can just kind of go, and you can do it whenever you want. With all these other places, there's so many limitations, and it's just like, ugh, I don't want to be limited anymore. I'm tired of being limited.
Yeah,
so I'm
you
just
shouldn't have to
go
jump
where
through
it's
hoops
easy.
to do what you want to do.
Yeah. No, it's
well, technology's
Kickstarter's
expanded
not
to the
perfect, but they have figured they figured out the whole add-on thing, shopping cart part of the like they're figuring things out that they should have figured out a long time ago, but at least they've got it figured out and they're moving forward. So I'm pleased with them, and they've never given me a hassle. So I'm Kickstarter guy.
Hey, you two, stop. Savannah, Sorry, guys. I got a cat fight going on over here. But yeah, no. I mean, that just boils down to this: with the technology we have, and all the apps, and all the social media, and everything we have out there, none of them are perfect. Some of them have a few flaws, and some of them just have so many flaws and hoops and bullshit you have to go through. And it's like, we should just be able to get on here, do what we want to do, get off, and be like, wow, that was a great experience. And we still have yet to find somebody that gives us the perfect platform to do that. And hopefully with 2020, and 2021, all the people that were at home, maybe somebody's getting ready to launch something that they developed during their time off and being at home that will give creators the opportunity to do that. I wish somebody would have done that instead of taking all the time to be hateful to each other and do stupid shit like we did for a while. Not like we as in we, but like the community did for a while there.
Jeez. This is always such a pain in the ass.
He is. And that fucking Tom guy's got no opinions whatsoever.
I know, right? I am the most boring.
And Bishop, that goddamn popcorn machine's broke one more fucking time. That Blockbuster Museum, I'm gonna burn that motherfucker to the ground.
Oh, he has opinions.
Do you have Blockbuster? Do you have like old Blockbuster like signs and shit?
No, but fuck, do I have? I've got a. Remember that the show Cold Case? I don't know if you saw that. When I interned at CBS, they let me walk out of there with the 8x10.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah, we have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, I scored the biggest score of the century. And we're all like, what the fuck is that?
You're like everyone that tries to talk about comics with me. When I get really talking, they just look at me like, I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, I don't have any Blockbuster memorabilia itself, but
no, he just has the museum. I mean, didn't you know that? See, that's what Thomas's big thing is he runs the Blockbuster Museum. So for 20 grand, you can spend the night with all those fucking movies. He's even got the adult area with the little beads that hang down that you can go in. It's got the love stains and all the crazy stains on the carpet. It's got the butter popcorn.
Well, that's a real thing. Isn't the one in Portland? Can't you like spend the night at the one in Portland?
Yeah, it's an Airbnb. You can rent it out for the day. You can invite your friends over and have a party in.
Yeah, because it's technically family run now. So.
Yeah.
So what we're saying, Thomas. Get some fucking Blockbuster memorabilia and open this museum.
You need some
and open the goddamn museum.
You need
I guess it's a gold mine. Signage. Although I do notice
that stuff's got to be on eBay, and then
Now-
you can have
now,
all your little
Thomas-
signs. You can have like drama, horror, action. All of your signage, and it'll really spruce up what you got going on there.
If you really are,
And you
looking
can
for
sponsor
this, I know
Jizz Be Gone for
pickers.
the adult section.
I don't think there was
Oh,
ever an
God.
adult section at Blockbuster Video. You're thinking of Family Video.
Oh, there is in this one. See, this is a Blockbuster Museum. This was like the special fucking Blockbuster. And I mean, you listen, Smithers, were you here the week before last when he had that fucking curtain behind him? I mean, I know he says that's for the window next to him, but we all know. There it is. There's the fucking curtain.
So funny story. I worked at 3 video stores. I worked at a Video Update in Minneapolis, and I lived there. And they had a back room with porn in it. And there was a guy in the back room. He was in there for a long time. So
What
I
do you
went in the
think
back
he
to
was
put.
doing?
Well, I'll tell you what he was doing. So I went in the back to put movies away, and I looked at him, and then he kind of walked away, and went over the other side. And I said, "Can I help you find anything?" And he's like, "No." And then I saw blood dripping from his hand. This fucker was taking razor blade and cutting the cases open and stealing the DVDs. And he fucking sliced his hand open so bad. His blood was just like gushing down his hand.
Oh, that went
So-
the complete opposite direction.
I went back to the
me too.
counter
Here
and
I
we-
was thinking it was like there's something about Mary where it's like, dude, how did you get the beans above the Frank? I was thinking he zipped his Peter. He was back there. It was the Fappening. He was just back there like a fucking Black Hawk helicopter. And then he zipped it up.
Well, that's like we used to work at a gas station, and the one guy dropped at least like 1.5 pounds of weed out of his pocket. And I'm like, dude, you dropped something. You know, I was like, hey, that's your business. I don't care. But then he tried stealing a 99-cent Slim Jim. I'm like, dude, just give me my Slim Jim. I was trying to be as cool as I could. Just give me the 99-cent Slim Jim. And I'm like, if you go out those doors, I have to call the cops. Dude got busted and got 12 years for transporting weed. For stealing a 99-cent
Slim Jim. Wow.
Listen, he was hungry.
Oh, you guys want to hear some crazy shit?
No.
You guys want to hear some crazy shit? So I was on vacation for an extended period of time, and I was in a lot of pain. So I tried some alternative pain medication. So I'm at Dollar General, which is right across the street from the house, and I got 2 packages of cookies.
No, I'm laughing.
Vanilla cookies and 2 packages.
The dollar store to get pain meds. You're in worse trouble than I thought, buddy.
No. So you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say it because I could get in. Yeah. Anyway, so it was 2 packs of vanilla cream filled cookies, 2 packs of chocolate cream filled cookies, and a case of soda. Well, while I was out in the park talking to one of my friends, like this dude comes flying in the parking lot, jumps the fucking hill, like airborne, and laying down, almost hits me and the lady I was talking to, and then pulls into a parking spot and drives up onto the curb, almost goes through the building, and he gets out and he's all like walking in. So you know this dude's like on meth or some crazy fucking shit. And I'm like laughing my ass off because I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? So apparently one of the customers in the parking lot called the cops. So I'm in there like, you know, woo, and I got all these fucking cookies and a 12-pack of soda. The cop walks in, and he walks up to me and he's like, did you see that guy in the parking lot? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what did he look like? I'm like, oh, you'll know him if you see him because he's all like. So I'm trying so hard not to laugh, and I'm like, I totally know he could smell it, and I got fucking 4 packs of cookies and some fucking soda, and like I probably look guilty as fuck. And he's like, all right, I'll go see if I can find him. So he goes and starts walking around the store, and I'm checking out. This dude like throws a bag of chips on the thing and goes out the door, and I hear, oh, I didn't do anything. Well, and then the cop goes outside. Well, I finally make it to the checkout. I'm checking out with my cookies and soda, and the cop comes walking in. He's got like a half gallon of milk, like cookies, chips, like everything you think of. His arms full, both hands were full of food and all this shit that this dude was trying to steal. Turns out, when I talked to the cop, he was like, oh yeah, he's like, we just let him out of jail an hour ago. It's like, this motherfucker just got out of jail, and then he come flying in the parking lot. I guess went and got high on meth or something. Come flying in the parking lot and then tried to steal like $30 worth of shit out of Dollar General. It was the most comical thing I've ever had happen. I come home and tell Tiffaney, and she's like, "You're a fucking idiot. I thought you got busted." And I was like, she's like, "I don't believe you."
I did.
And then we see my friend out, and I'm like, "Tell her that shit really happened. That it wasn't the weed." It was hilarious though. This fucking guy. Imagine trying not to laugh at that. This dude was fucking bonkers. So yeah, it was funny. Brothers, did you fall? Oh, I thought he fell asleep on us. He was like fucking looking the other way.
Black.
It's got weird camera angles. It looks like he's horizontal all the time.
No, I took another pain pill and I ate, so I could be here a little bit longer.
So it's time for Mr. Bishop's. It's time for Mr. Bishop's movie review. I think so. Grab a movie and tell us why it's good.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, what a great way to. You know what? We're gonna do that. That's now the new ending thing for every show because we're gonna shut the show down so Trish can get some sleep, and so we can get some sleep, and so Thomas,
grab something.
Grab a random movie.
Just reach back, pull something off the shelf, and tell us why it's good or bad.
Make sure you don't grab it off the adult-only shelf.
That is good too. I like bad movies.
Really, the adult-only shelf is fine for this show.
I mean, I got the old school Dune right here.
You have the what?
The David Lynch Dune.
1984.
Oh, the
Yeah.
original Dune.
Yeah, for the Arrow Video. Yeah. I don't know,
Oh, nice.
I just got this the other day. Walked in. It's like, yeah, why not? But
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Russ Explode Studios. As our closing statement for tonight, we are taking it over to Thomas Bishop. Thomas Reviews. Take it away, Thomas.
Thomas Reviews.
yeah, no, dude. If you haven't seen this, it's a lot of fun. So, for I don't know, a lot of reasons. Anything. I mean, I don't know.
What a great review.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
You're a man of words, obviously.
It's good. It's entertaining. It's got good sets. What do you?
It
has from the comments. Excuse me, Thomas. Is that a giant cervix on the front of the movie?
Wait, Trish, you think that's a penis too?
I mean, I'm sure
that's a one big cervix. What's it giving birth to?
That's a vagina opening. That's not a penis. That's a vagina opening.
But the fucking glazed donut was a penis?
Yes.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Like, really? That's all you have to say about it? It's a lot of fun. All right, compared to the new Dune, Thomas.
The new Dune? Well, the new one was the same thing. It was visually entertaining. I mean, I've got that right here, too, but... Yeah, no, it's
damn, that's a great blockbuster fucking
it's,
museum. He's got 4K Ultra HD. I think we're just gonna have like a viewing with Thomas once a night. Like, how does Wednesday sound, Thomas? We're just gonna hop on here and we're gonna view a movie together.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah, but the new Dune has Batista in it. That makes it automatically terrible. So the original.
Right,
Dune
I prefer the original.
I feel like Rebecca Ferguson makes up for that. So
I do too. The better part of the 84 was the monologues.
Well, I mean,
the book.
This one was
book,
this one was all Shakespearean. Like, if you listen to it, I mean, not only that, but Patrick Stewart can't really. Go
I've seen that like a billion times.
No, this one, I mean, they had some shit that was in the book that wasn't in the Lynch film, but I mean,
All right, how many stars?
I wasn't disappointed with the new one, so I just didn't like that. I just don't like to I have to wait 2 fucking years to get the conclusion that I already know.
I think you're lucky that you're even getting it. It didn't do particularly well. I think
it did not.
I think you're lucky that you're getting the finale.
I think we should all bring a movie for Thomas to give his opinion on it, to see how well he's versed in videos and movies. Because if he,
all right, I think it's all show.
I mean, I do videography on the side. I don't know
what is it.
Oh, I'm not.
All right, Thomas, you got to give me a review. How is this movie? I haven't watched it yet. I seen it and thought Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I have not seen that, but I know the company that does that because they did the Jack something movies with what's her name?
I don't know. The only thing I could think of when I seen this was Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which I thought looked like the stupidest movie ever, and we laughed our ass off so much. I was like, we're fucking buying this. Like, it could be the worst movie ever, but all I can think of is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So, and it was at Dollar Tree, so it was a fucking $1. You can't go wrong with that, right? And yes, everybody, Dollar Tree's now $1.25. We're not getting that.
You can go wrong with a $1 movie. You can absolutely go wrong with a $1 movie. I have.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? I could sell it on fucking What's Not for $1.
Oh, the Bolorama. There's the Bolorama. Sorority babes in the Bolorama. There you go. That's a thing.
Your opinion of that one?
Oh, the TV series. There you go. Oh, the movie and the TV series.
He makes fun of Thomas, but have you seen Russell's movie collection?
I just saw that one. It's not a good start.
Listen, I made a friend watch Ice Pirates once, and he said I could ever choose a movie for him to watch again.
Ice Pirates.
And I said, but it's fun.
If I can figure out the camera.
Like,
okay, so there's
it's
that
bad.
one. And it goes
I
all
wanted
the way
to watch
up
Ice
and all
Pirates
the way
the
down.
other day.
And then there's one that goes all the way up and all the way down. And that's not all of them.
I mean, I've got
So
them.
don't let him give you shit.
I mean, I've got them all in every corner of this apartment. So.
Oh, we have a whole wall that has about, I don't know how many movies you think there's over there.
A lot of superhero movies.
Like about 3,000 movies, and then I have a Harry Potter closet that our friend used to love sleeping in because it reminded him of Harry Potter, and that has like 12 totes of movies in that one too.
We've got movies in the closets. We've got movies in our room. We've got.
Hey, the movies in this closet are fucking VHS. Those are vintage. I got all the Star Trek movies on VHS. I've got The Godfather on VHS.
Is that
Star
what you
Wars
call
on
it?
VHS.
So,
Yeah,
those
these
were
yeah,
vintage.
you know what they did to
now
Star
antique.
Wars? Listen,
You should tell them
VHS
what
is
movies you
ridiculous.
bought so that
Harry Potter.
Russell's waiting for him to come back around again.
Except for Star Wars, because I still have a VCR. Screw you, Smithers. Listen,
I
Star
have a
Wars. They
VCR.
took fucking. They took.
You bought that.
They took Darth Vader out at the end, and when it was the original character, and they put fucking young Anakin in there, like whatever the fuck his name is. That dipshit. I don't know. The one that catches on fire in the lava. I can't think of his fucking name in episode.
One
Thomas.
that catches fire in the lava.
That's episode 3. It's Revenge of the
Is
Sith.
this-
Yeah,
what's
it's
his-
episode
what's
3.
his name?
Christian.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Hayden
Dog.
Christensen. Thank you. I knew it was Christian or Hayden. Yeah, fuck that
I was
dude.
gonna
They
call
fucking
him-
digitally took Darth Vader out and put Hayden Christensen in there at the end, and I'm like,
No, they
the
didn't.
fuck?
No, they didn't. They digitally took out Anakin and replaced him with Anakin.
Ha! Take that!
Darth Vader did not appear as a ghost at the end of Return of the Jedi. Anakin Skywalker appeared.
Well, okay,
Are
Anakin.
you
They took
okay?
The
Are you
old
okay?
Anakin.
Russell, are you okay, bud?
I blew his mind. Anakin.
Well, I know it's Anakin, but I was saying the character that played Darth Vader that they did.
He's just like, fuck you, Tom. Fuck you.
That was a great moment. Marcel was just like, I don't know what to say right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was really
asshole.
good.
David.
See, I didn't
Fired.
know. I didn't. At first, I didn't know if you were fucking with him or being like, no, they're both still Anakin. What's your deal, dude?
At the end. Yes,
Oh
they
my
did.
god!
See,
Yeah, I
it's just
still have
like-
the
so that's
laser.
the
I have
same
the
thing.
laser disc because the laser discs were like
I
the
thought
best
they
cut
did.
of those films.
Yeah.
They were pre. What did they call them? Special edition. So I still have all of those.
And they're letterboxed.
You call me
Yeah.
a hippie? You still got a laser disc? Like you have to go to a fucking school to find one of those anymore.
No.
In my closet. It's right there. It's
Don't
right
you,
there.
don't you have like Son of Kong on Laserdisc too or something like that?
I have lots of laser discs. Yeah, I have a lot of laser discs. I have a
Yeah.
lot of like.
What
never
is a
watched
laser
important stuff.
disc? I know.
It's basically
What?
just a
What is
DVD
a
that's
laser
like the
disc?
size of a vinyl record. Like that
And-
was
Yeah.
the big technology.
They're giant
change from
DVDs.
VHS.
Basically,
VHS
yeah.
went into Laserdisc, which went to DVD, which went to Blu-ray, so on and so on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like the HD DVD of the Blu-ray era. It just kind of lost out to DVD.
Well, it was too
Because
big.
nobody
I mean,
wanted
the
giant
size
fucking
of it.
frisbees.
Once they could compress the films into a smaller disc, obviously we're going to go to a smaller disc because you don't want these giant fucking records on your shelf. So-
No, I
Right.
do. I do want those.
I agree. Listen, I agree with you. I'm not against the giant.
They're
disc.
beautiful. It's like vinyl. Like you have that like artwork and everything
Digital
right there.
vinyl. It's digital vinyl. Yeah, I love it. I love them. I think they're great.
So back when DVDs came out, I bought a DVD player. My dad's like, "Why the hell did you buy that? You have all these movies on VHS." You know. So I showed him. I took out one of the first DVDs I bought was Last of the Mohicans, Michael Mann, and I showed him the VHS copy I had on the hi-fi VHS player, and he's like, "Oh, that looks pretty good." And I showed him the DVD player, and he's like, I understand now. I understand why you got a DVD." It was like
Well, I mean,
seriously, it's like watching it through like a Vaseline.
Well, I mean, it's
someone,
like literally
smudged
putting
Vaseline
these
all
two
over the
back to
screen.
back. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a big difference between even these two. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So, what was your guys' first DVD you ever bought?
Lord, I couldn't even imagine what my first DVD was.
I think
I bought like 10 of them when I first bought DVDs.
I was like mad when DVD came out because I was so into Laserdiscs. I was like, dude, I am all about this. And then when it changed, I was like, yo, I don't want to do this again. So
Blade
I was
Runner, the
bent out of
director's
shape.
cut was one of them. I know that.
I think mine was probably James Bond stuff because I had all that shit on tape, and then I was pissed off when the DVDs came out.
See, Tom,
Well, to go
Tom
from
was
tape to
mad.
DVD, that's a larger leap. But I had already bought all of these discs on Laserdisc, and I was like, well, I don't want to buy like all this again on just a smaller disc. Like that just seemed dumb to me. And then even when DVD
He
went to
didn't buy all
Blu-ray,
of it again.
I was
He
like,
bought
are we
Jaws.
really getting a better quality thing here? Like, do I really need to upgrade to Blu-ray? And then same with 4K now. It's like, do we really need to go to 4K? Like, do we really need this, folks?
That's a resounding yes, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sold on the 4K at all.
I
wait till
honestly
the
don't
8K
notice any
comes.
difference.
Well, it's all the thing with 4K is that you've got to have the right player, you've got to have the right TV, you've got to
TV.
literally upgrade all of it.
Everything.
yeah, no, it's
To
got
get
to be
the whole
everything right
4K
down to the
experience.
cable. Otherwise,
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah. So I have some
I don't
4K
notice
discs,
any
but that's
difference.
just because the Blu-ray is on it, and I watched the Blu-ray. But the Blu-ray looks really good. Like when Jaws came out a couple of years ago for the 45th anniversary, I was like, I'm not going to buy this, am I? And then they made a steelbook, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'm buying it. But I watched it, and it was completely remastered. It was like, Jesus Christ, I've watched this movie enough times that I can look at this and be like, this is a fucking amazing remaster of this film. So sometimes they do really great, and sometimes they don't do a lot. So
Their first remaster of Jaws was incredible when that came out when I was in college, and then this most recent release, there was a discernible difference between the two.
Yeah, definitely. But sometimes you get like, hey, we're remastering this movie, and then they really don't do a whole lot. There's not much difference. So it really depends on kind of the company and how much time they're really going to put into it.
Well, it all depends on what they spent on initially too. Like
also true.
Did they spend the money for the 4K master in the first place? Or they just up-resing it from 2K like they do a lot of things?
Right. I'll tell you, I just watched Clash of the Titans on Blu-ray, and that is a movie that needs to be cleaned up and restored.
Oh yeah.
Because even the Blu-ray, I'm like, man, this is like a dirty ass movie, and not like in a good way. Like there's an '80s aesthetic, right? It's like kind of grainy and whatever.
Oh, dude, I totally thought you were talking about the Sam Worthington one.
But no, fuck
I'm
that
just totally
movie.
joking. Totally joking.
Fuck that movie. But no, I was watching it and I'm like, this is really great, man. But even on Blu-ray, this needs to be fixed. I mean, this just needs to be restored and taken care of. And no one's doing anything with it. And we just had a 40-year anniversary last year. And no one's taking care of these movies at 40 years old. It's really kind of pissing me off and driving me crazy. That we're not getting people to take care of these movies. We're getting all this weird shit like Arrow Video, right? They do all these really bizarre fucking movies. I'm like, why are we? This doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
go take care of the movies that need it.
We're seeing the what's it called, the resurgence of.
I agree, Jack. I totally agree.
Like all the Vestron video shit is just out of the blue. Lionsgate bought it up and it's like, yeah, we're gonna fucking put this shit out.
Yeah. And I have no problem with that. I mean, that's cool. But like, there are movies that like Clash of the Titans that are just like nobody is paying attention to. I know it's just.
They need to remaster The Howling and put out a new.
They just did that. There's a 4K coming out this year.
Is it gonna be a steelbook and everything?
Not that I'm aware of. Just a standard plastic box.
I know Target and Best Buy. That's kind of like their thing to do. So it all depends on who you go to.
Yeah.
We need an Ice Pirates.
Well, guys, I'm going to call
remaster.
it a night. That
Yes.
just died, and I'm ready to lay down. Everyone, thanks so much for coming and visiting us. I'm going to throw these links back in here again real quick before we sign off for the night. We've got the Critter action figure, which is going in right here. And then we're going to throw in Brink and Fetch. Just want to have fun. You guys need to go check these out. If you can't back it, please share it at least and make an original post. And get these projects funded. Now I'm sideways again. Stupid.
How does that happen?
I don't know what you're
like,
doing, man.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're funded. We want to get to the scratch and sniff bra and panties.
You're not
Help us
funded
get there.
till you're like $6,000. Come on.
Yeah. Don't bother to explain you're funded. Just explain, give me more money.
Yes, give me more money.
So the accelerometer in the tablet, when I tap on it to copy and paste these links, it shakes in the sand. And see, that's what it does. When I copy and paste, it shakes it, and the accelerometer thinks I turned my tablet. So there's all the links right there, guys. Go to the follow link for Beowulf 3 to try movies with the movie guide and all his collection of one of the movies guys in the show. And we got Journey of the Shadows, which will be ending soon. We've got Brink and Fetch, Wanna Have Fun. We've got 10 days left on it. And we've got Critter action figure with 1 week left on it. And you can't, it's not just the Critter action figure. You can get some of the earlier books from the series on there, as well as other stuff. So please go check those out, everyone. Thanks for watching again. Guys, look forward to Jizz Be Gone launching at the end of this month. Yes, I'm serious. I'm tired of watching people launch stupid projects that make money. So we're going to give you a stupid project that you can actually use. So everyone, thanks so much for being here. As always, videos with projects that will blow your mind. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow night with Michael Gonzalez.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.